I'm starting a new adventure, but as a hobbit. I will discover mystical biomes, cute and creepy mushroom creatures, and many new blocks to help me create the ultimate hobbit hole base. We spawned in a brand new world and there are modded biomes all around us. But I can see pretty flowers, so I'm not scared. I can also see some food. We got onions, crops of the wild. The story is that I decided to go on a little vacation in a modded cottagecore world and try out a bunch of new mods that I've never used before, and of course have the best time ever. I got my wooden pickaxe, so now we just need to find some stone, and I also found some coal, and now we can get ourselves an upgrade and get all the stone tools. I also need to find a bed before it gets dark, so let's see what's on the other side of this hill. All of these are modded biomes, and I can see a bunch of sheep. I was gonna do the unspeakable and unalive them for wool, but I just saw there's a village on the hill, and they always have beds. Ooh, also what is this? Golden rod. Okay, I don't want it. Hi, Mr. Gollum. I'm just a really nice cottagecore girly on a little vacation. I'm not gonna steal from you or your villagers. Definitely not. Okay, now let's quickly steal from them. It's mine. This guy saw me. We need to make sure they never find out that I stole their bed, so I'm just gonna dye it red. So that's just me with my own bed. Teehee. Well, hello there. And more free stuff. The villagers are always so generous, so I'm sure they won't mind me sleeping in their bed too. Teehee. Next to the village is also this beautiful area, which I think is perfect for a hobbit neighborhood. And with neighbors, I don't mean the stinky villagers. We need hobbits. So my friend Little Red and I made a plan to invite 11 Minecraft YouTubers to share this world with. We're gonna name this world the Hobbit Hills. We all met up and it was so exciting to actually share a Minecraft world with other people. I think everyone was excited because listen. Or maybe they were shocked that I brutally murdered a pillager on the first day. I guess we'll never know. We added the piggyback mod, which basically allows players to piggyback ride on each other, but we discovered that it stacks. So we can create a piggyback train, basically, which is the perfect opportunity to prank everyone at once because I secretly prepared a pit to drop everyone in. And I have something really cool to show you.
What are these guys? Wait,
Gotta love a good pit sacrifice. Since we all just started in a new world, we need to get resources, so we split off into two groups, with Red leading the cozy caving group and me the loud screaming one. Which has nothing to do with me screaming in the caves because I'm not scared. It went really well.
I haven't found anything. Iron. There's a scary spider web over here, like a big modded spider web.
Look down here.
I feel like I've lost where everybody is.
It's so gross. I'm scared. Ah! It was after me! Why are there so many creepers and they're all just walking past No! Chicken jockey! Baby zombie, baby zombie!
Right now.
Wait.
I hate the babies, I hate the babies.
Then we came across the deep dark biome, which had an ancient city.
I just have the
following you. Why is it shrieking?
I'm
because
sorry,
you're
that
placing
was me.
blocks.
We need to break 3 at the same time. There's one more.
I don't know
That
how
was
to
me!
get back up.
No!
Uh-oh.
Get it! No, it's okay, too late.
Uh-oh.
He's down there!
Chaotic.
No trash! Did he come up?
Quiet! He's next to us! Stop!
Oh no!
Oh,
This went
man.
so wrong. He's looking up at me.
Oh,
He's
he is
climbing.
looking
He
up.
is climbing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get to us.
He's slowly coming up to you. Up there he is. Let's go. Now the warden is over there, so we can loot the chest here.
Oh yeah, let's
Diamond leggings!
You get it.
Ooh, silk touch hoe. I have a silk touch hoe. I think that means we can pick up the shriekers without them going off. Maybe. I'm not. Ah! Warden! This is the worst. Ah! Oh my god.
Yeah,
Wait,
This game
Seth,
is
don't
so
come near me.
Oh no.
Walking.
I set off another shrieker. And another.
Oh.
And another.
Oh my.
Oh, I see a warden. Oh, it went back into its burrow. Or whatever it comes
there's
from.
a
Yay.
portal.
After all the warden trauma, we quickly left the caves and divided all the loot amongst ourselves, which was actually a lot of cool stuff. It's always such a fun time with my friends. Brooke, is your voice shut off? I can't hear you.
Brooke, Brooke,
Brooke?
Brooke, 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 Brooke,
Brooke.
Brooke.
Brooke, Brooke, Brooke.
Hello!
Oh, hello. We then decided to build our starter bases on this hill here and began setting up our early game farms. I also wanted to build a little hobbit hole, so we used the limited resources we had to build one in a cave entrance to serve as a little community space. We all worked together to create this beautiful little hobbit hole. We have a path leading all the way up to the top and it's decorated with a bunch of modded decor. My favorite are these cool mushrooms, but the inside is still looking very sad because it was literally built inside of a cave. We have a furnace wall and I made a cute little bunk bed area. But I think we can do better than that. We got a decorate the whole thing. But first we need to get a bunch of resources, so let's see what this modded world has to offer. I also tamed this beautiful horse who is doing I don't know what he's doing. And we can put some diamond horse armor on him that I found in the ancient city. And he's actually a super fast horse, so we can easily ride around the place and explore everything. The objective is find some cool wood types to use in our starter base. Over here we have a really horrible cave, and it looks like the cave is full of modded mushrooms. That's creepy, I'm not going there. And this place here looks like it's some volcanic land, which isn't very cottagecore, so that's also not what we're looking for. Maybe we start with the vanilla wood types because there's a dark oak forest and some birch wood. Hello? What is this guy? There's literally a tiny little mushroom. Are you evil? Are we friends? Hello? What a fun guy! Haha. I can literally pet him and he makes some creepy screeching noises. Now let's get ourselves some wood, and the best thing is that I added the tree chop mod, so basically this happens. You just have to break one log and the entire tree falls. Speaking of fallen tree, there are these things here. Let's break them. I'm a novice forager. I just got a bunch of random mushrooms. Let's break this one too. Even more random mushrooms. Oh, my inventory is going to be so full of these. So let's not get distracted. Let's farm some dark oak. And let's make sure we collect all of the saplings. Also, what is this? I broke it. Maybe we can try eating these mushrooms. Nom. We can't eat this one. Oh my gosh, we can place it down though. That is gonna look so pretty in our base. So we can eat some and use others for decor. This one is called Chicken of the Woods. I'm the chicken of the woods because I'm scared of the woods. Ow! There's a giant mushroom here. I need to get this. There's also a random structure up there. Let's slowly climb this hill and not look down and definitely not fall down. And the structure is over here. It looks like a really beautiful cottagecore house. Hello? Anybody home? I hope nobody lives here because I'm gonna steal everything. We have grilled chicken of the woods, so we can actually grill these, and that's even better food. More mushrooms and a bunch of random crops. I don't have the inventory space for all of this. We also got some blaze powder and nether warts. That is so rare. Even more nether warts and random potion ingredients. Is this a witch's home? But it looks like the witch isn't home. Let's see what's up here. Random string. And something is written in that book. Experiment log. Okay, she's doing really creepy stuff to a bunch of test subjects. I'm kind of scared. Let's get out of here. But not before we pick up these azalea bushes. We can also steal some moss from the witch's house. And I think I know what might have happened to the witch because there are random scaffolding blocks here which aren't mine. So that means one of my friends has brutally unalived her. I can also hear music playing. What is going on? Somebody's literally playing music. Look at him. He's wearing a backpack. Hi guys. No, creeper, no. This zombie in the iron armor was wearing a backpack and he dropped it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I need that backpack. Let's get rid of these guys. And then we build a safe circle around the backpack. And we grab it. We have it. We have a backpack. Let's click on it. And we get a music disc, iron, and a golden apple. And most importantly, some storage space for all of my random stuff. We could even swap out the backpack with my chest plate. And now we're wearing it. It's from the sophisticated backpack mod, and sometimes mobs will just wear it and play music in random caves, which is really funny. And I've also been searching for my horse for the last 5 minutes, and it's just not here. It hated me so much that it ran away from me. I just want my horse. I found my horse. It went mountain climbing. I have no idea how it got there. I'm never letting him roam free again because he will just leave. Since I got a backpack, I decided to continue my journey and find more resources. I found a creepy grassland biome which was full of llamas, and then I had to sleep while being tied up to my horse, otherwise it would run away. This biome has really tall grass which you actually get stuck in and you can't sprint in it. But we got these giant clover leaves and we can shear them. And then we get the petals. These plants here are very cottagecore, so I want to take all of them. And look at these cute flowers. Pink daffodils. After some more stressful horse riding, I found another modded structure. It looks like a little mushroom building, so we gotta check it out. I'm also gonna set my spawn in case something evil lives here. Hello? Whoa. Ah! Something evil does live here! Stay away from my horse. Ow! I'm so glad I set my spawn. I'm so glad I set my spawn. Who's that? What is this guy? Hi, little froggy. I'm so sorry you're caught up in all of this. Whatever this is. I'm dead, by the way. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Tall mushroom man. Tall mushroom man. He's so creepy. Ah! I was shot by a swampy glooper. I'm so glad I set my spawn. I'm getting my stuff back. Ah. Okay, I'm killing him. Just die, you stupid gloop poop. I hate you. You're so uncottagecore. Ew. It died. I'm on half a heart. This guy's just watching me creepily. Go away. Where was that little frog that ran away from me? Little frog? I think they killed the little frog. No, the little frog is still here. He trades stuff. I don't have any of this. Hopefully I will see this guy again once I have more resources. Let's hope there aren't any more of these mushroom monsters. Vines grow over the door. Hello? Oh, this is trapped. Literally, this is trapped. It has arrow dispensers. And there's a creature up there. Probably evil. There's a little guy in this room. You want some mushrooms? Now it says shrooms 1. He just eats my mushrooms, and he's dropping these kinds of mushrooms, which can be cooked into this. Now let's climb up here and see what these guys want from us. But they're so creepy how they're all looking down on me. A bread casserole. This is so cool. We get some modded food. Ah! Ah! No! Stop! 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 Take these mushrooms. Please, take these mushrooms. Good. Oh, they dropped slime. Ah! Stop doing it! Now this guy's down here spreading toxic spores. No, I can't get out. I can't get out. Ah! I also noticed there's a chest next to the bed. An iron sword! We finally have something to defend ourselves with. I want to collect a bunch of these mushrooms that are lying around here. And then we just trade them with Mr. Poison Man. He just dropped some other weird stuff. What is that? A mushroom poison dart. I literally destroyed the entire building and found a hidden attic full of chests. Free stuff, more iron, and more swords. After a little bit more horse riding, I found a really beautiful biome. It kind of looks like a lavender biome. I need to get this tree. Yes, I got the whole tree. It's this wood type. Is it called jacaranda or is it jacaranda? But either way, I want all of this and the flowers. Oh my gosh, my inventory is full. We also have these beautiful oak trees that have flowers on the leaves. It's a flowering oak sapling. We have a bunch of cool stuff and my inventory and the backpack are full already. So let's make our way back to our base. At least we can ride across this beautiful lavender biome. This is so pretty. I fell in a water hole. Now we're crossing over into a flowering oak biome and there's a tower in the distance. There's a literal tower. Why is this world full of creepy structures? Let's craft a chest and dump all of our stuff in here. You know, in case we die. I'm literally so scared that there are some monsters. I quickly discovered that there are chests hidden under the gravel and the coarse dirt, so I started looting all of them. This place also stretches on and on. There are so many abandoned structures. It's like somebody lived here, but now they're all gone. But the lack of people or creatures makes this even creepier. I just want to go home and build a cute hobbit base without any more creepy interruptions. For a moment I thought I came across some other creepy thing, but it looks like these are actually blue trees. I might just have a little bit of inventory space left just to take one of these saplings. Look at them, it's a magic log. This forest is actually pretty close to my home, so we just have to ride through here. And home sweet home, I can see the village. And on the other side of it is our cute little hobbit village. Ooh, I fell in a hole. No, we made it back home and I didn't die. Except to the mushroom man, but we don't talk about that. Let's dump all of our stuff in this chest. And I also noticed something really funny about my backpack, because it has this jukebox upgrade, which we can put here. And then this opens up and we can add the music disc and then it plays music. So I had a really chill time listening to music coming out of my backpack while farming a bunch of resources to get ready to build. I also noticed somebody planted a giant spruce tree in the water, which was the one wood type that I really wanted to find and didn't. And I'm sure they won't mind me if I steal it. Just kidding, I will of course replant it. There are two things that I want to build today. First, I want to completely transform this interior of our community base. And then I also want to build my own hobbit hole just for myself. For the community base, I want to use all the non-modded wood types. So we're gonna get lots of spruce and also some birch wood. And thanks to the tree chop mod, I collected all of these super fast. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is dig out this cave a little bit more. And with a little bit, I meant a lot, and dug out a huge part of the cave. I also planned out the little sections I'm gonna add here using spruce wood. Now we can strip that wood and create pillars all the way to the ceiling. And while I was stripping the logs, I kept hearing a cat. Hello? Kitty? I hear it again. Oh my gosh! It's there! No, it's scared. It's stuck in the cave. We should totally tame it. I love how I'm totally getting distracted from building. Ooh, there's a creeper. Ah! No, please no! Oops. There's a salmon in the river. Let's slay it. Cats are greedy though, so we need more than one. Here, fishy fishy. I got 25 salmon. Now where's that kitty cat? Oh my gosh, she's there. Hello. First try, no way. That never happened to me before. It was love at first sight. Look at this beautiful kitty. Now we can continue working on this build. And the cat is guarding our chest, so I can't open it. She's literally pranking me. Get off the chest. This is looking nice so far, but I think we need to dig out even more of the ceiling, because then we can connect the stairs in between the pillars using slabs, and that looks way more Hobbitcore. I don't know if Hobbitcore is even a word. Well, it is now. Now all of the pillars are connected and we have this beautiful wall, and all of these empty spaces are gonna hold useful things for the community. We just need to do more mining and dig it out. This little corner here is gonna be our kitchen, which is gonna have a giant smelting area. So we have a row of furnaces here, and then we can put birchwood behind it to make it look prettier and cover up the ugly cave. caves. But we should also make this cute and add some flower pots and maybe these pink daffodils inside of them. So now we can smelt all our iron in here. But to smelt our actual food, I want to make a real kitchen in this place. We do have some furniture mods, so we can craft a spruce table. Then we can put it right here. We also have the Farmer's Delight mod, so we could make a real stove. For that we need bricks, so let's dig out some clay in the river. And then we can use our smelting area already and smelt all of these clay balls into bricks. Then we craft those into brick blocks. And then we can craft the stove. Let's put it right here. And it lights up too and has a little fire. But to actually cook something, we need a cooking pot or a skillet. So we can add both of these on top of the stoves. There are actually so many food options. And we made a little early game vegetable garden down here. So we can harvest all of these tomatoes. And we also have tons of onions and even some cabbage. And let's see what food we can make with all of this. We could make some ratatouille. No way I want to make that. Let's craft a bowl. And then we just add all of this in here. We're getting our first real meal in this world. And I'm hungry too, so let's eat it. I have nourishment, so this food even gives us some special effects. I need to cook more food. There's so many fun recipes. Let's make some cabbage rolls and a little vegetable soup. And to unlock even more recipes, we can also make a cutting board. Then we can put it right here. Then we also need a knife, and I think I have one in my storage. I have a knife. Y'all better subscribe to me and all of the members of this SMP. Teehee. And we can use the cutting board to cut food into little pieces, like raw salmon slices. But this cutting board has an even cooler feature because we could just take a bunch of these spruce logs, then we can put them on here, and then we can strip the wood, and it's so much fun. We also get tree bark as a side product, and we can use it to craft paper or use it as a furnace fuel. So whenever I need stripped wood, I'm gonna do it at the cutting board. Now let's leave the knife in here, and let's decorate the rest of the kitchen before I get obsessed with cooking. I mean, let's face it, I'm already obsessed. I added some storage for all the food ingredients at the top, and I placed down some wooden bowls too. This looks so nice so far. The next thing we should work on is a community storage room. So we gotta craft a huge amount of chests, and the cat is sitting on top of them. Bad kitty cat. I placed some birchwood around it and some lavender to make it cute, and I just broke it. Pro Minecraft. And now we can put a bunch of our resources in here. I started labeling the chests and put all of the stuff in here that was lying around the place. With the storage on this side, this automatically qualifies this place here as our crafting station. I added 2 tables and a crafting table, and the cat is stuck under the table. Then we can also craft a stone cutter and put it here. I also found a brewing stand and a grindstone in our community chests, so those can also go here. I added a painting and a little plant, and the cat decided to sit on it. I also want to give the cat a cute name, so let me know in the comments what I should name it. And my horse also needs a name. Now this entire space is decorated, and we have all of the functional stations, so the next could be entirely decorative. Or we could do something silly, because we could make a door and dig all the way through here, and then we reach another person's build. I think this is Amber's little hobbit hole, and it's right next to the community hall. Let's add a spruce door here, and nobody will know what's behind here. Over on this side, I made a little table where we can all sit and have dinner, and we can even put the food on the plates. And we have a beautiful painting of creepy villagers watching us while we eat. And somebody else is watching me too. How did they get in here? Go away! You're not welcome in the community space. This is a community of hobbits, not stinky villagers. I guess that's my cue to cover up this area too. While I was mining out this room, I also discovered a ladder leading down to a branch mine. I actually made this on day 1 and completely forgot about it until now. So we also need to incorporate this into this room. I made a little storage and hid the mine under these trapdoors. I also brought back the bunk beds, and I think it's really funny to have the bedroom and the mines be in the same room. This place is looking really cool so far, but I completely ignored making the floor and the ceiling. And for that I want to use a bunch of stony blocks, so let's make a new diamond pick. And I'm glad I rediscovered my branch mine, so we can just go down here, and there's a little cave down here, and I need to find a bunch of andesite. Ugh, I found a cave. Hi creatures. Goodbye. No creeper, no. Die, Skelly. Get wrecked. Yay, dropped some iron. Hi creeper, Mr. Creepy Creeps. Wah! I'm not scared. Are you kidding me? There was andesite here this entire time. Let's gather several stacks of this and not die to all of the creatures that are still lurking around here. Go away, little spider. I got over 3 stacks of andesite and a bunch of ores, so let's get out of here again. I've also smelted a bunch of cobblestone into stone, so now we can craft that into bricks. Then we can break most of the stone in the floor and replace it with the bricks and the andesite and also some cobblestone. Now the floor is this messy texture of stony blocks, and I think it looks really good. And the ceiling is just a bunch of polished andesite. side. Now the community hobbit hole is finally done and I think it looks really good. And I hope you all love it too. But when you walk out of the building, there's just this huge mess. The trees and the farmland is all over the place. So I think we need to do better and create designated areas for each of the resources. Let's first chop down all of the trees. These trees here are also a new wood type that I haven't used before, which is mahogany. And it gives us these really nice pink planks. Now everything is so empty here, but it's not gonna stay that way because I want to create designated tree chopping areas. We have so many different wood types, so we could have areas for each of the trees. We can start in this corner here and have a big area for the mahogany trees. I made this huge fence-off area, but it has to be this big because the trees are giant. And I spam torches all over the place. And down here we can add another one for the jacaranda trees. And look, some of the mahogany trees have already grown. I want to build more tree chopping areas, but this farmland is in the way, so let's harvest all of it. And then we can dig out all of the dirt. Then let's add a chopping area for oak wood, and next to it some birch wood. And I also added a dark oak place. I also connected everything with a path, and this is looking really good already. Of course, I kept finding even more wood types that we could farm, so I added more and more of these chopping areas to this place. So now we also have magic trees and spruce trees, and a big one grew already. And all of the trees are growing even though I planted the saplings super close to each other. So now we have a really nice and efficient way to get lots of wood. But since I kind of destroyed the community crop farm in the process of making this, I'm going to create a bigger one over on this side. So I created a giant farmland with paths going in between the different crop patches, and it was looking really nice. And now we can plant all of the seeds. I even added another row of farmland, and now we have all of the crops here except beetroot because nobody ever uses beetroot. I also added some fences and leaves around the place, and now it looks really cozy. The amount of grinding I just did just to have a prettier space to farm resources, so worth it. I think before I start building my own base, I need to launch myself into another adventure because I don't just want to live like a hobbit, I want to look like a cottagecore hobbit too. And we can actually find our own mushroom outfit and structures in this world. I want to go in a direction I've never gone before, and there's a bunch of water here. So I left my horse at home and we can craft a boat. I can't wait to see what other structures this world has to offer. Now the river ended, so we must continue on foot through this really pretty biome. I ran through this beautiful lavender field and sailed past a bunch of modded grassland biomes. And then I saw another structure, which I think is just a village. Hi villagers, I'm gonna steal from you. Or not, because all of this is garbage. Of course I'm gonna get distracted collecting more of these mushroom logs because I want to see what other mushrooms there are. An apricot jelly. That sounds like breakfast. Now I'm hungry. I see smoke. This is another structure. There's some wool here. Maybe this is another village. A safe haven. That is so cute. They also have a big house full of villagers. And they all have little bedrooms. And a loot chest. Yay, glowberries. I think the safe haven is such a beautiful little structure. So I'm going to spend the night here. And now let's keep going and find what we're actually after. Which are not these mushroom logs. Wait, look at these mushrooms. They look so creepy. A shaggy mane. The names of these are all so funny. But me aimlessly running through the forest and picking up all of the modded blocks actually led me to another structure. A tree grew on it. This is the witch's hut again. But this time I think nobody has been in here yet. Hello? A witch. And the witch isn't here. Let's loot this again. No way. I found one of the pieces. A mushroom cap. Let's put it on. I'm a true goblin. But it's a blank mushroom cap, but we can actually dye it in any color we want. I found some red flowers, which I think is perfect, so we can craft some red dye. And now we get the classic red mushroom cap. This looks so good. I'm a mushroom. And now I just have one more structure to find. A place that gives me actual mushroom armor, completing my cottagecore outfit. And it's definitely not this creepy place full of those stinky mushroom people. I'm definitely not going there. I went back to sailing on the ocean, and I just found another modded biome. We have these beautiful red trees here, so let's see what saplings they give us. It's a maple log, and we get red maple saplings. We also have little leaf piles. I broke them. Why is there random terracotta here? I think this is a trail ruin in the middle of the ocean. But no distractions. Mushroom outfit. Ooh, look at all these pretty flowers. I must go and pick them. I'm stuck on the boat. I'm stuck on the boat! Mine, 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 mine. On the next Minecraft day, I found a hot springs biome, which was really colorful. There are actual hot springs, and we can take a bath. We also have thermal calcite, which looks really pretty. And there's another new wood type here too. It's a willow sapling! I'm discovering so many of the new modded blocks today. And I just found another wood type. which is pine. And going on such a long journey actually makes me feel like a hobbit, because in The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings movies, they always go on long journeys too. So what I'm doing is very hobbitcore. Ugh, there's a fox that scared me so bad. Also, what is this sad dead biome? Look at these, there are dead branches on the trees. It's a dead log. I mean, that makes sense. The river is frozen, so at least we can do ice boating. Let's go. I went through another river and saw something glowing inside of a hole, so I scaffolded up there to take a little look and found the most incredible cave I'd ever seen. It's full of beautiful luminescent mushrooms, but I've been traveling so long that I'm actually wondering if the place I'm looking for actually exists. But I'm not giving up, I will find it. At least I have a map mod so I can always scan the landscape for any modded buildings. I found a dark oak forest, and dark oak is full of mushrooms, which could mean mushroom armor house. I mean, there's something there. What is that? Dude, this is so creepy. Why is there just a random little house? And there's a structure under me. It stretches all the way through the river. That must be a creepy dungeon from a mod. And that must be a mushroom house. Wait, it's a witch house again. But there are also mushrooms. It's a witch house and a mushroom house. I'm gonna set my spawn in case something evil lives here. They have mushroom cows. What's in here? Mushroom soup. Mushroom trader. Hello, Mr. Trader. It's a villager. Do you have mushroom armor? He has magic mushroom stew and death cap mushrooms. Are you offering me poisonous stew? He totally is. He's creepy. Let's see what's upstairs. He has a little room up here. And there's some mushroom armor. Mushroom armor leggings. Sorry, diamond leggings. These are much cooler. I mean, they're not much. I only just got a little belt. I need more mushroom armor pieces. Oh, there's another room. There's another villager up here. Maybe he trades mushroom armor. No, he trades soup. I don't want soup. This guy trades mushroom armor boots. I don't have any emeralds. I came so unprepared. I had no idea what awaited me. I need to steal these villagers and take them home with me. I think this here is their workstation. Let's take it. But taking the villagers is gonna be a bit more challenging. But there's actually a pretty cool modded way. There's a mod that adds capture cells. We just need some iron bars. I picked up some raw iron on my travels. And we can use the villager's furnace, which has some coal in it, to smelt it down. Then we also need to craft some chests. Then we craft the iron bars. And now let's make 2 capture cells. I'm gonna capture you. Come here, villager. How do I capture this guy? Do I just click on him? I have him. I'm gonna put him in my backpack. And I'm gonna take this guy up here too. Let's also take his little workstation. Let's also see if there's any more loot in this place, because my friend Red told me that this place has a little secret room. I found something in the ceiling. Please don't be a spider trap. It has a chest. It has a chest. Okay, it's just a bunch of cobwebs and loot. Mushroom armor chest plate. Mushroom sword. No way, there are tools for this too? Yay! It's so pretty. I have little mushroom shoulder pads. Now I just need the boots and my outfit is complete. And for that we have the villagers. I'm literally so happy. Look at my cool outfit. I got everything I came here for, so now we just have to travel back home towards happy, happy mushroom days. 10 years later, home sweet home, I made it. It was an amazing journey, but it feels wonderful to be back home. Not that I really have my own home yet. It's time to get a place for myself and for the mushroom trader villagers. Everybody has built their starter houses alongside this hill, and it's looking so beautiful. But there isn't a lot of space left on that hill, and I have really big plans for my starter house, so it's going to go on this hill next to the village. I need to move all my resources from over here all the way to the hill back there, and this backpack doesn't have a lot of space, but I learned there are ways we can upgrade it, like into an iron backpack. So we just put this in here and surround it with iron, and then we get an iron backpack. Let's open it, and now we have all of this space, so now I can move all of my resources over. I've chosen this spot here for my base. We just need to do a lot of terraforming. First chop down all of the trees, and then we need to dig out all of this dirt and create a flat wall. I'm gonna make myself a diamond shovel for it, otherwise it's gonna take ages. I haven't built that many hobbit holes in my life before, so this is going to be a nice challenge. I basically made a giant flat wall, so I have an easier time planning out this build. For the block palette, I've decided to use a bunch of the modded wood types, starting with this really beautiful pink mahogany wood. So they're gonna be a part of the house walls. And this is how wide my hobbit hole is going to be. For the walls in between the pillars, we could use this white jacaranda wood, which basically looks like pale wood, but we're in an older version of Minecraft, so we don't have that, and we can use this instead. But it still doesn't really look like a hobbit hole. All of my friends' hobbit holes have one thing in common. They have something round, especially around the windows, so we're gonna do that and add stairs here, and then some trapdoors in between them. And just by adding that, it looks way more like a hobbit hole. Another thing we need is a roof, which I'm going to make out of slabs to create a really nice round organic one. The roof is done, and this place looks really cute already. pretty, but I think it needs another color, and that is where the magic logs come in. Also, the pillagers are going to raid the community space. Let's use the magic fences to add little windows here, and maybe for the entrance, we could add some stripped magic logs and a magic door, which is really beautiful and has this stained glass inside of it. This looks really cute, but it still isn't enough, and I want to add more to this house. Let's add flower boxes on top of the roof and hide the dirt under these magic trapdoors. They also have this really beautiful stained glass design, and something really needs to be put on top of the flower boxes, so we could build another room here. It's so weird to just build something on a random dirt wall without anything around it. I also built little roofs on top of the windows, and this is really cute, but there's still the matter of the ugly dirt wall in the background. I think it goes well for all the natural mossy hobbit holes, but for mine I think I want some stone. Good that I mined a bunch of stone to decorate the community room, because there's still lots of it in the chests here. And then we just fill in all the empty spaces in between these little walls and try to mix a bunch of stone and cobblestone and andesite to make a really pretty wall. We kinda need a roof going all the way across here. Maybe we could learn from our neighbors because they've used moss or leaves, but green moss doesn't really fit the vibe of my house. But I've seen something on my travels that does. On my very first adventure with my horse, I actually found a creepy hole in the ground, and it should be somewhere over here near spawn. I think this is it. Oh yeah, I found it. I want this beautiful blue moss down there. Let's go down here and check it out. Let's light up everything, Enderman. Look at these luminescent strings hanging from the ceiling. There's like a spider web stretching. Ew! I'm not going that way. Can I pick these up? No, I broke it. Can I shear these? Yes! They're called glowworm silk. I also crafted an iron hose, so now we can farm all of this moss. Oh my gosh, there's a creeper coming for me. Okay, that's my cue to leave. No, I don't feel very cottagecore anymore. I'm just going to leave. Not because I'm scared though. I'm definitely scared. Now we take this moss and add it all around our house. This is going to be so cool. I also picked up these little glow shrooms, and we can add them on top of the moss. We also have these weird silk vines, but we only have 4 of them, and I don't know if we could bone meal it. No, we cannot. So they're kind of rare, and I have to use them sparingly because I'm too scared to go back to the cave. And my house glows at night. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna call it my magic wall cottage because it's on a wall and I'm in your walls. But we need to do a lot more to decorate this. We need flowers and leaves that match my block palette. These are the jacaranda leaves, and I'm taking all of them. We can spam the leaves all around the house, and the lavender can go into the flower boxes. For one of my first ever hobbit holes, this turned out so well, and I'm really proud of it. It looks beautiful on the outside, but not so much on the inside because there's nothing here. So let's start digging out this room. While I was digging, I also heard more cat noises in the walls. Why are there always cats in my walls? It's literally in this cave. Hello. First, try again. Cats love me. I love this cat so much, and her name is gonna be Luna. Now Luna can watch me while I dig, and it's so funny that I always find a cat every time I'm digging out a room. I dug out this giant room, but I'm gonna decorate this differently than the community house because I want to add a bunch of walls and have little rooms, and I want the doorways to be round, just like a hobbit hole should be. I think I really like this one. I also made a really pretty one around the entrance, and opposite the doorway I added this villager area. Yeah, I'm gonna put them in this tiny space. I'm so horrible. I mean, it can't be that horrible if Luna loves it, right? She's definitely not giving me a judgmental stare. I think I still have the poor villagers in my backpack. Let's put that trader block right here, and then we can release the villagers. No, my capture cell broke. I think they're only a one-time use. But look, the villagers are here, and they still trade the mushroom boots. And this villager trades brown mushrooms for emeralds. I'm determined to get those mushroom boots, so I'm quickly gonna ride my horse over to the dark oak forest. This biome is full of big mushrooms, but breaking them with an axe drops all of the small ones. Let's also collect these red mushrooms. Give me your emeralds, take my mushrooms. But the boots cost 10, but this guy also trades the red mushrooms now. 10 emeralds, mushroom, boots. Now this is a cottagecore outfit. I love it so much. But now we have our outfit, so we can get back to making a beautiful interior. I finished the walls of the first room, and this is going to be my own storage room. And I know I like hoarding things, so I'm going to need a lot of space, especially because there are so many pretty modded blocks. I made this giant wall of chests, and now I'm going to have to do a lot of work to sort all of my resources here. I also need to add a floor into this room, and I was thinking to use these blue logs. Maybe we could also add this glowing moss carpet in here. I also want to put a lot of furniture in here, but we only have modded furniture for the normal wood types. There are only 3 that would look good in my house, and 2 of them are only found in the nether. And I'm never ever going to the nether, so I need to find some cherry wood. We're embracing the traveling spirit once again, and we're going on an adventure. Or do we have to go on an adventure? Because there's a cherry boat here. That means somebody owns cherry wood. Should I be sneaky and go through people's chests because maybe they have it? Of course it's Brooke because she likes pink. She only has one, so I'm gonna steal it and hope we get more. Honestly, I'm so glad I don't have to go back out there because exploring is fun, but hobbits also love to be at home and be cozy and eat lots of food. That is the true hobbit way. Let's plant the sapling and bone meal. Yeah, we got a cherry tree without having to search for the biome. And it gives us a bunch of saplings back, so we can make beautiful little tables. And I think these fit the vibe pretty well. And then maybe we could also use some cherry wood as the ceiling block. I added more furniture and also some of the mushrooms on the wall and on the floor, and even some roots in the ceiling. I also learned something really cool about backpacks, so I just crafted a second one because we can actually place them down. I think I'm gonna put it over here, and it would be fun if we put all of our travel gear in here. So whenever we want to go on an adventure, we just have to grab the backpack. And I actually went on an adventure straight away because I got distracted again. So instead of finishing my interior, I went caving with my friends because we all needed more diamonds. We beat up a backpack skelly together, found another glowing mushroom cave, and red mined our diamonds with a fortune pickaxe. Then we got even more distracted and ran around the world looking for trouble, and of course we found it, so it was just a whole bunch of...
Look out.
Dude, I hate these guys so much. No! Now they're after you! Oh, you killed it. We also found a giant modded jungle temple complex, which we tried to loot too. It went really well. Hello?
I'm like back.
It's so scary in here.
Ew, 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 ew,
An
ew.
Enderman. Oh.
Oh, chest.
Oh my gosh.
Diamonds!
Oh.
Brooke behind you, Brooke behind you, Brooke behind you.
What?
Ooh, money, money, money!
There's so much in here.
Despite all of the screaming, we made it out of the temple alive and traveled back home in the most cursed way possible. We got a huge amount of loot from the caves and the temple and shared all of it. Now we have a bunch of iron and gold and 44 diamonds. This will hopefully last us for a long time. And we can get back to finishing our interior. I did the same floor and ceiling as in my storage room. And in the entrance hall, I didn't strip the wood and it looks really good too. I also want to craft more modded furniture, so let's shear a bunch of sheep. I also need to get a bunch of chickens because we need lots of feathers. And then we use those to craft cushions. We could place them down on the ground. And they're little cat beds for both of our cats. So if I ever leave the door open and a creeper crawls in, these cats are gonna scare it. We can also craft a cherry couch, which can go in the other room, which is going to be our little kitchen and cozy living room. I think we can also dye it pink by clicking the cushion on it. This is so cozy. And this kitchen is gonna have a row of furnaces. And of course, the Farmer's Delight cooking stoves. And now I have my own cozy kitchen and can cook whatever I want. Everything is decorated now, which means the interior of our starter base is finally done. Let's celebrate that by cooking something nice in our kitchen. Let's make a whole roast chicken. Let's see if we can put it on the table. Yay! Look at it, we have the huge chicken on here. I love that we can actually display it. The last thing we have to do is make a little path in front of our house. Then we can also add some fences and leaves alongside the path. And we could also have a little table and some benches in front of the house. So we have a cozy area to chill. It would also be cool if the path actually led somewhere. So maybe we could connect it to the one in the community area. Now it's all linked up and looking really nice. We built so many things in our little Hobbit neighborhood. And I had so much fun exploring this world and discovering so many new things. I recently started a new adventure in a cozy modded world. And I'm also a hobbit, mushroom person kind of thingy. I don't really know. So far I've built a little starter house, but the more I play in this world, the more I realize that I'm quickly running out of space. So I want to create a beautiful hobbit village that has everything I need to progress in this world. Let's get started. First up, we have to find a place to actually build our new hobbit village. I live in this house on this hill, and when we go up the hill, there's a little village, which is good because I want to force a bunch of villagers to live in my village. Teehee. But what's even more interesting than the village is the hill behind it. I can imagine a bunch of hobbit holes inside of that hill. And there's a zombie coming up behind me, ruining all of my cottagecore dreams. There's a lot of work to be done on this hill, so let's get started. First, let's cut down all of the trees using the tree chop mod, which means they just instantly fall just when I break one block. Goodbye, tree. The next step is lighting up all of the caves here because I don't want anything creeping or crawling when I'm building here. But I'm also still very much in the early game, so when I see some ores, I'm gonna get distracted and pick them up. Free resources. Of course, there has to be some giant creepy cave full of creepy monsters in here. Hi, Mr. Creepy Creepy. Ah. Good that I'm not scared of caves at all. Ah! And all the coal mining in the random caves actually helped me to reach 30 levels. All the caves in the hill are lit up and all the creatures have crawled back to where they came from. So the next step is terraforming this entire hill with an unenchanted diamond shovel. Unless we do something about it. And this is where my 30 levels come in. If we manage to get an enchanting table and also get lucky with the shovel, we could be terraforming that hill super fast. The problem is I only have 9 leather and no sugarcane anywhere. I share this Minecraft world with my friends, so the easiest solution is to just go into their hobbit holes and see if they have an enchanting table. I found one in Nova's house and I'm sure she won't mind if I use it. Right after I go back to my base and get some lapis. And also have a lot of diamonds so we can make a new shovel because this one is almost broken. And now let's see if we can get lucky. We only have one chance with this. Let's risk it. Efficiency 4 and unbreaking, which is exactly what I wanted. Now I'm just gonna take my new shovel and walk back to my hill. Then let's drink some milk for like no reason at all. And let's start digging. And now it's going super fast. It's instantly breaking the blocks. And then the big terraforming project began. It was just a bunch of digging and dirt placing, but it's essential to plan out the village. Now the hill looks even uglier than before because I exposed a bunch of stony walls. But we're gonna put hobbit holes on the walls so they're gonna be hidden soon. So I took a screenshot of the hill and then took it into some random paint program to figure out the location of the village houses. Now that I've shown that my art skills are those of a 3-year-old child, I need to figure out what block palette I'm going to use for my hobbit holes. In my starter house I used a bunch of pink and blue and this white wood, which isn't pale wood. It's actually jacaranda wood. I made a tree chopping farm for all the wood types I've collected in this world so far. And one of them is the jacaranda wood, which is just a wall of purple leaves. So we just need to find a way inside of them and let's chop them down. Now all the trees are gone and we can replant them in case we need more. I also want to get some of this pink mahogany wood, which is super satisfying to cut down. I've also grown a giant spruce tree, which is my all-time favorite wood type, so we need lots of that wood too. Now my backpack is full of resources, but there is still a lot of resources that we need. And this world is full of magical modded biomes, so let's see what we can find. I just fell in the river. I walked through a creepy volcanic biome, which had some cute plants that I stole from the ground. Then I found a biome that had the pink mahogany trees, which I already had, so I picked up some melons instead. I also found this really cute orange flower. Then I aggressively made my way through a bamboo jungle, then got distracted feeding bamboo to a cute panda, and a tiny little mushroom creature was watching me from the forest. I'm petting it aggressively, I'm not beating it up. I'm definitely not beating it up. I'm beating it up. And the little mushroom creature actually showed me a lush cave. But a lush cave is actually one of the things I was looking for. Let's change into our iron armor so we don't die to creepers. No! Good that I'm really good at Minecraft and stop! Okay, they're just fighting each other. I also brought an efficiency 5 hoe that I found in an ancient city on day 1, so we can just easily take all of the moss while the skeletons are still battling each other. Or I don't know what they're doing right now. 2 little skellies sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Okay, they're fighting each other again. What a tragic romance. I collected tons of moss without any more incidents. I also collected lots of the clay because that can be turned into bricks, and then I can add potted plants around my houses. And now we can finally get out of the creepy caves. There was a creeper behind me. And my backpack is full of resources. There's also a bird here. Let's try to tame it. Please love me. Now I have a random bird. Then I sailed down the river while the bird was screaming into my ears. Then I came across a little acacia village and stole all of their food. I also found the most sus chest ever with a bunch of meat and a knife. Who did they butcher to make this? I also see a creepy modded structure in the distance. Let's see if anybody lives here. It's just a random outpost with a loot chest at the top that has some firework rockets. Let's have a little firework show. Ooh. It also took me like 10 minutes to notice that the parrot has flown away and I have no idea where it's gone. After some more traveling, I found a dark oak forest which had a bunch of these really pretty giant mushrooms. I want them. I also found another modded structure which I've seen before. It's basically a little witch's hut, but the witch isn't home. And there's a mushroom cap in the loot chest and a bunch of gold. And I found the gold right in time because my backpack is completely full. It's an iron backpack, so we can upgrade it using gold. Let's just surround it with it. And now we have a gold backpack. Now it has 3 more rows of storage. I kept going and found another village which actually had something really cool. This little structure here is a waystone structure, and the waystone mod is basically teleportation. So we can click on this and now it links us up to all the waystones back home, like Hobbit Hills. And now we're here at spawn, just like that. So I can quickly leave all the resources I found back at home. And then we can just click on the waystone and teleport back to the weird village. I think I'm actually gonna steal the waystone though, because then I can just activate it from anywhere anywhere and teleport home. I also found another village with another waystone structure, so now we can get back home but also keep one for ourselves. But since I still haven't found any modded biomes with new wood types, I want to try a different way. We have to craft a nature's compass. It looks really beautiful, and when we click on it, we can search for all the biomes, and there are so many here. The first place I want to go to is an orchard. Now when I hold the compass, it tells me exactly where to go. It looks like I made it, and this is the orchard biome. It just has oak trees, but the reason I'm here is because I want these flowering oak leaves. They're gonna look really beautiful in cottagecore in my base. Now I have 2 stacks of those leaves. Let's go to the lavender field, which is this incredibly beautiful biome, and we can pick all of the flowers. Then I went looking for a wetland biome, which actually has these beautiful green trees, the willow trees, and they give us this really beautiful pastel wood. So let's grab a bunch of the saplings. Now we can just grow the trees at home, and the best thing is that they grow with these beautiful vines, so we can harvest them. And now I have a backpack full of resources, and the best thing is that I never have to walk back to my hill ever again, because I'm just gonna add this waystone here and call it Hobbit Village. And now we have an easy teleportation point. I can just go back to spawn, you know, just in case I forget resources in my starter house. I brought a bunch of chests so we can set them up out here, and then we can start crafting all of our resources into useful building blocks. Now we have a chest for each of the wood types and one for the greenery. The first house I want to build in my village should be right here in the center of the hill. So let's grab all of our spruce wood, and let's start by building the outline of the hobbit hole, which is of course a giant circle, because every hobbit hole is basically made of a bunch of circles. I brought up 2 pillars using blocks and stairs, and then we can connect them together using slabs. Then we can also add some trapdoors, and now this looks really nice. This can be the main entrance, and if we want to have windows, we can make more circles. Now we have 3 circles connected together, and this is where all of my colorful wood comes in, because for the walls behind the small windows, I want to use stripped willow wood, which is this beautiful light green, and for the big circle, we add stripped mahogany wood. We could also have an entrance within the entrance and add another color, which is stripped cherry wood. Then we can also add a blue magic door, which has this stained glass and some magic trapdoors. The place also needs windows, so I went out looking for sand, but I didn't find any until I realized there's a giant sandy volcanic biome here, and all of this is actually sand, and we should just be able to smelt it down to glass, just like any other sand block. It worked! Then we can craft white stained glass and the glass panes, and now we have cute little windows. But the first house isn't done just yet, because I want to add another circle on top of the big one, which looks really adorable. And to connect the hobbit hole to the wall, we're gonna use a bunch of moss. To make it even more overgrown, we can add the flowering oak leaves, lots of grass patches, and these beautiful modded mushrooms. It looks really beautiful, and now the first hobbit hole is done on the outside, because when we go inside, there's just a wall and nothing else here. We can easily mine out all of the dirt layers, but we also have lots of stone here that would take ages to mine with an unenchanted pickaxe. But I'm almost at 30 levels again, so let's just breed all of my animals to get XP. And let's use Nova's enchanting table again. Silk Touch. Efficiency 3. Better than nothing though, and we're getting the stone blocks too and no longer have to smelt cobblestone, so let's just start digging. I dug deep into the hill because for what I have planned, I need a huge room. Because this place is going to be a giant storage room for all of the blocks. I've already started to plan things out. We just need to craft a huge amount of chests. Then we can place all of them in here. So we have different sections that each have 9 double chests. This looks very ugly though, so we need to make it way prettier. And hobbit hole interiors always have a bunch of circles too. But I want to use a different wood type. These are all of the tree saplings I own, and let's try this red maple sapling. Let's bone meal it and see what we get. It's a tree. I expected that. But I don't know what wood this is going to give me. Maple wood, which gives this really nice plank. This wood has a very nice brown naturey color, so it works perfectly for a cottagecore storage room. This is what I have so far, and it looks really nice. For the floor, we could add a bunch of stone bricks, but then the spaces in front of the chest could hold the block type that is in the chest, so we don't have to put signs on them. These are all the wood types I've collected so far, and we have exactly enough chests for each of them. But I know there are a lot more modded wood types in this world, so if we find more, we can expand in this direction. But first we have to finish the storage hall by building a ceiling. It's very dark in here, so we can add a bunch of lanterns, and we can have a bunch of vines coming from the ceiling. The best thing is that we can shear them so they won't grow any further. Now the storage room for the wood types is completed, so we have to create another one over here for all of the stone types. I still want to use the storage room in my starter house, so I still have a reason to go there. So I'm only going to store blocks in this new storage room, like all the wood types and stone and dirt. But if I want to access ores or mob drops, I still have to go to my starter house storage. Now this side of the storage room is completed too, and I don't own that many stony blocks yet, so I only have these couple here. But we're gonna find a bunch of modded ones in the future. I also decorated the entrance hall here, so we can just walk here, and then we can go to the wood types or to the stone types. But let's face it, I'm lazy, so let's just put a waystone here, so I can teleport right into my storage room. Now the first building in our Hobbit village is completed, and now we have an amazing storage room that can be infinitely expanded. But another thing you really need when you're starting out in a new world is an iron farm. I need a bunch of iron so I can spam beautiful lanterns everywhere, and also to make a bunch of redstone farms in my village. There's this little hill here, and it would be perfect if we could hide the iron farm inside of it, but we have to dig down very deep, otherwise the farm isn't going to work. I dug straight down, and I'm gonna dig out a little room. I'm following a tutorial for this iron farm, and I'm gonna link it in my video description if you want to build it too. Now we need to craft some components for the farm. We need 2 water buckets and 1 lava bucket to cook the golems alive. I mean nothing. Then we also need villagers and a zombie. We have these capture cells that can basically capture any mob. It just got dark, so we can easily find a zombie. I think all I have to do is just click on him. I got him. He's in here. Then we need at least 3 villagers, and I think I still have the waystone set up to the acacia village. Hi guys, and yoink, and boop, and steal. Capture successful. And now we go back home. Teehee. Now we can make a ladder going down to the scary iron farm and not die. Oh my gosh. Now we can place 3 beds. Somebody peed on this one. It was the villagers. Then we put slabs all over the place and a little ceiling for the villagers. We also have to release the zombie, but we need to name tag him. This is so unimportant, but I have no idea what to name the zombie. His name is LOL. Let's put him in here and name tag. Ow! He hates the name. Now we just need to add some glass on the sides, and then we can add the villagers down here. Oh no. 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 Dude, this guy's just going up the ladder. Stop. Dude, he's literally going up the ladder. Ow! Then the villager ran out into the night and I never saw him again. So I got a new one from the acacia village. Let's hope this guy won't escape. Those poor unfortunate villagers forever trapped in a little pit. Teehee. Now it gets scary because we have to add the lava. I did it. Then we add some water in the corner to push the golem into the lava. Then we need to break this one block in front of the zombie. And now the iron golem should start spawning. He spawned behind me. This is going so wrong. This is taking so long. The poor golem. Now we just need to cover this up really fast so they don't spawn here again. Yay, 1 spawn! The iron farm is working! Yay, it's burning to death! I don't know why I'm saying that with so much joy, but yay, free iron! The farm is done, so now we just need to build a little hobbit hole around the entrance. So I built something cute and cottagecore above, while the gruesome murder machine down below was making me lots of iron. Now we have another tiny little pink hobbit hole entrance, and we even have some windows on the side. Now we just have to decorate the inside of the house, and make a little way towards the entrance of the iron farm, which I had to move over here because it goes directly down to the chests. I've also been AFK at the iron farm for 2 hours, and I got all of this. We're rich. A lot of mining later, and we have a big room, and then we could have a long hallway going to this side, and this hallway is gonna get pink walls. I'm making this place so colorful like it wouldn't be leading to some industrial iron farm, but I think even the ugliest farms can be turned pretty. I finished the entire interior, so when we walk inside we have this beautiful corridor, and we can follow it over to this room, which is where the iron farm is hidden under this trapdoor. Then we can go all the way down and access the chests. The only indication that this is an iron farm could be a little pile of iron ore in front of the house, and we really need that iron farm for the next project that I'm gonna work on. So let's grab all of this and some flowers because I like flowers, because the next village house is going to hold an automatic super smelter and a lava farm, which always needs tons of iron. But first we need another hobbit hole on the wall, so I built 3 circles connected to each other and overgrown with a bunch of moss and more plants. Another hobbit hole is completed, and we have to walk all the way to the last circle, and this is where the entrance is. And I'm back to my usual digging project. When you're working on a big project like building this village and you have to do a bunch of digging and terraforming, it's always nice to have a little distraction in between. And that's exactly what I did, because I met up with my friend Brooke for like no other reason than pranking our friend Red. Okay, Shrieker here. This guy here.
Ah! What should we say?
Your mom.
Your mum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you have to do this. Your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Then the pillagers came to investigate, so we left them in a boat for Red to find next to the Shrieker jump scare.
Okay, well, that was fun.
And then we celebrated with a big roast chicken. We can't actually eat it.
No. You need a bowl to eat this.
I'm gonna go lick my chicken because I don't have a bowl. That's the fun thing about sharing a world with your friends, because sometimes the most random stuff just happens out of nowhere. And while you were distracted watching me prank my friends, I dug out this giant room. Now we need to collect all of the resources for the smelter, like 48 hoppers. I'm so glad I made that iron farm. Then we also need rails and powered rails. The super furnace is really big, so I need to dig out another space here, so I can hide the ugly redstone in the walls. And I'm in your walls. I made this really long tunnel and lined it up with this window. Now we can place the chest, have a bunch of hoppers going all the way along the tunnel on both sides, then furnaces on top of them, even more hoppers, and even more hoppers. This is so expensive. And then we place all of the rails. Then we need 2 minecart chests. Then we put one here and the other one up here. And to start them, we flick the lever, and then they're both moving around. Before we can test if this farm works, we actually need a fuel source, the lava farm. The most important thing we need for that farm is dripstone, and we can use the nature's compass to find it. It's only 400 blocks away. We can do that. I'm totally not getting distracted. I'm just picking pretty flowers in the modded blue biome. But it looks like the dripstone cave should be somewhere over here. Maybe we can find it when we go down here into the water. The water is actually magenta. This is so beautiful. But there is a cave here. Hello, dripstone? Ew, it's a spider biome. Ah! Skeleton! Ew, spider egg. And there's the dripstone. Should we just break the spider egg? Let's break it. Ew! I hate spiders, I hate spiders, I hate spiders, I hate spiders, I hate spiders. Ha! Give me the dripstone. Hi, creeper. Please die. There's so much dripstone here. I need that. I need to go down there, even if it means that I will die. Wait, that is a stupid idea. I found the dripstone jackpot. Ew, it's a cave spider spawner. Minecraft is really testing my fear of spiders today, but I don't care because I want to build a cute cottagecore hobbit village. Ugh. Let's break this giant dripstone. Okay, I have 26 dripstone. This should be enough. Let's get out of here. I ran away into the blue forest, still panicking about the spiders, when I found this beautiful little hobbit hole, which is actually Brooke's home. And the best thing is that she has a waystone and I can just go home. No more spiders. Ever again. Now it's lava farm time, so let's make a bunch of cauldrons. I think I want to have rows of lava farms on all of the walls inside of this room. Of course, we're gonna make it cute and we can surround it with a green willow wood. We could also have a cute hobbit hole entrance to the super smelter. So all the ugly redstone is hidden behind a wall and we can still access the entire farm. Now let's get back to making the lava farm and add all of the dripstone. I made all of these farm modules and now we just need lava. Let's craft a whole bunch of buckets and then we just go to some lava, which I have in my mineshaft, and we fill all of the buckets with this. And lava, lava, lava. Oh no, it's flowing, it's flowing, it's flowing, and we did it. But the lava farm is working. Look, it is dripping, and soon the cauldrons are all gonna fill up. And then we have infinite lava to smelt our stuff. And while I'm waiting for all of these cauldrons to fill up, we can decorate the rest of the room. Let's use a new wood type that I've never used before, which is this Umbran wood. I've never seen the biome, but somebody planted the trees here, so I'm just gonna chop them down. And we can turn these logs into this dark blue wood. I'm gonna use it as the floor of this room. Now we have another super colorful room. Then we can also add some potted plants, especially the ones that I found in the blue forest. I also added a little desk here, so we can sit here while we wait for all our stuff to smelt. Now that we have the lava, we can finally test if our super smelter is working. Let's put all of the lava into this minecart. And we also need something to smelt, so let's collect a bunch of this black sand. While I was out here mining several stacks of black sand, I actually found this little building, and it leads all the way down this ladder. I hope there's water at the bottom. Oh my gosh. And this is a skeleton XP farm that my friend Red made. You know, the one who now has a shrieker and pillagers in her house. Awkward. But I know where I'm gonna get my XP levels in the future. But first, let's test the smelter. Let's put all of the sand in. Now we flick the lever, and the minecarts are going off. We're getting all the buckets back, and we're getting the glass. I already have almost a stack in like less than a minute. Another village house is completed. Before I build more houses and farms, we actually need to figure out how to connect these together. To do that, I need even more resources, so let's get back to the skeleton XP farm. And let's try to get 30 levels. And the coolest thing is that there's actually a skeleton with a backpack in the farm. So let's slay it. 30 levels and a backpack. We're getting a saddle and a bone. Yay. Let's see if we get lucky this time. Efficiency 4. It's just efficiency 4. I mean, we could easily just combine both of them in the anvil. And now we have a silk touch efficiency 4 and unbreaking pickaxe. Now we can go into the mines and collect a bunch of tuff super fast. I'm gonna use that tuff to create a retaining wall around the hill that my lava farmhouse stands on. I think this is such a big improvement, but it still doesn't solve the problem that our houses aren't connected to each other. So I'm gonna use a bunch of stone, cobblestone, and andesite, and then we can work on a path. It's gonna go from my storage house up to the iron farm. Then we can also make some coarse dirt and add some of it next to the path. I also added leaves and a couple of these yellow tall flowers. And now walking to my iron farm is really cozy. Now we just have to repeat this process all around this village. And to get to my lava farm, I had a really silly idea. We could go up this hill here, and then we can make a path that's actually on top of the roof of my storage house. Then we can also add a railing using spruce wood and some fences in between them so we don't fall off. I think it's so fun that we can just walk across the storage room, and then we go down the other side, and we're on top of the retaining wall where the lava farm is. We can even sit out here and look at it through the window. And from this walkway, we also have a pretty good view of the village. And the next thing I want to work on actually concerns the villagers. One super important thing you need in every Minecraft world is a villager trading hall, a place where we can have tons of villagers and easily get rare things like mending books. But a house that holds so many villagers needs to be big, and the wall next to our walkway is perfect for a big building. This building is going to be my ultimate Hobbit hole challenge because it is going to be a giant round house with lots of circles within the big circle, and as always full of colorful wood types. This is for sure the biggest Hobbit hole I've ever built. Now we gotta decorate the area around it, and I'm gonna make another tough retaining wall. I added it on both sides, and it leaves a little dirt patch for us to add flowers and leaves like a little garden. Then we can also use our new super smelter to smelt all of these clay balls. Also, I just looked how much glass we now have. We're rich. Then we can take our bricks and craft a bunch of big and small pots. Our new building has a bunch of windows, so we can add a bunch of pots here and of course add little flowers. We could also have some in the entrance, and I also added some leaves that now looks really cute. This house is just a flat wall though, so let's connect it to the hill using more moss. Then we could also have a little chimney coming out of the roof, so it looks like one big industrial factory. A villager factory. Just kidding, I'm going to make a beautiful home for them. And from the outside it looks pretty good so far. I'm so glad we now have an efficiency for a pickaxe because now we have to dig out this entire room inside. I think I'm going to be nice to the villagers and give them a beautiful home to live in, so maybe they will go easy on me and not scam me with expensive trades. But that is probably wishful thinking. Now we have this giant space and some blocks where I planned out the rooms for the villagers. And I want every single villager room to have a different theme. For that we need a giant amount of resources, so I'm going to upgrade my backpack once again. Now it's a diamond backpack. So now we have all of this space. The first room is going to be a magic mushroom room. And we're going to take a bunch of blue wood. We're going to have the stripped umbran wood as the walls and a magic wood floor. Then some fence gates so the villagers won't escape this room. And now we can make it magical by adding some skulk behind this wall here. And I think this is going to look really cool. And the ceiling can be this glowing moss block. Now we decorate it by adding glowworm silk hanging from the ceiling and these luminescent glow shrooms. These ones here actually glow. Okay, this place looks so cool. I also gave the villager a bed and a place to sit. For the next room, I'm going to have to travel to a faraway biome. And I literally just found a random waystone on the shore and it hasn't been activated. So it doesn't belong to anyone, so I can just take it. Which means I don't have to travel back once I made it to the biome. Of course, I got distracted and found a completely different biome which had these giant trees. It's fir logs, okay? I don't think I've seen that before. So we just found another new wood type. I also found a sunken ship and we get a buried treasure map. Then I got even more distracted and followed the treasure map. And I think it's somewhere under me. I see it. And we get 2 diamonds. I don't need iron because I have an iron farm, but I'm taking it anyway. But now I finally found the biome that I was looking for. The hot springs biome. I want to make a hot springs room, so I need to pick up all of this calcite. It's called thermal calcite. Now we just add the waystone here and call it hot springs. And now we can just go home. I love waystones. Now we can build a hot springs room. We can add some campfires in the ground and then cover it with more calcite. So now the smoke is coming out of the ground like it's a hot spring. Then we just need some water. Wait, what? The calcite changes color when you add water. That is so cool. I can literally do a light show with the water. This is so funny. I added an entrance and a bed and some decor. And now we have this really warm hot springs room. And I hope the villager isn't gonna drown in here. I think for the next room I want to build a beach vacation home. And there's actually some modded palm wood. But I don't feel like traveling a million blocks to find that again. So I asked my friends if they had it. And Maggie actually did. So we made a little exchange. I have iron. I have cobwebs.
How about I give you those now? And if you find something cool in the nether, you feel free to just leave me a little treat.
I hate the nether, but we're gonna worry about that later because now we have the saplings. Yay! Look at this beautiful palm tree. Let's chop it down. Let's also grab some of these palm leaves. And now we build the tropical room. This room really gives warm summer vibes. I think one more thing is missing. And for that we need to break grass with a knife. And then sometimes it drops straw. Then we craft that into canvas. And we can turn that into a canvas rug, which is the perfect cozy vacation home carpet. Another room is completed. Now 3 more to go. I first worked on a lavender room with white and purple colors and a bunch of flowers. And I think it turned out really cute. We have an overgrown mossy floor and this beautiful lavender aesthetic. I would totally live here. The next room is going to be made out of red wood and some white jacaranda wood. This room is basically a red barn. We got some hay bales and a red bed. And I put a painting in this window so it looks like we're looking outside on a beautiful green meadow. And I have a really cool idea for this last room. We got a wall of different logs and then then a ceiling made of leaves, and then some coarse dirt and rhododirt as the floor. Since we cannot place lanterns under leaves, we could add these mushrooms here on the wall and add the lanterns on top of them. This is so cool. Okay, I think this room is one of my favorites. It feels like you're actually in a forest. Now all of the different themed rooms are completed, and every single one is so unique, and I'm really proud of them. Now we just need to decorate the hallway in between, so all of this doesn't just look like a big mess. And spruce wood always makes things better, so let's use lots of that. I made a bunch of hobbit hole circles out of spruce wood, and then we can have a nice oak wood ceiling. I made a stony floor, and now this entire interior is completed. We have so much space for all the villagers, so now we just need to get them. And for that, we're gonna need a bunch of capture cells. But the problem is that they're all just a one-time use. So I could grab my cat, and when I release her, the cell breaks. But there's actually a way we can upgrade them. There's a master capture cell that needs obsidian. I think we can easily get obsidian because we can just pour water over lava, and then we have to mine all of it. Now we can craft master capture cells. I wanted to take all the villagers that live on this hill here next to my hobbit village, but I can't find any of them. I think they all died at nighttime, so we have to go and look for a different village. Let's just climb the hill of my hobbit village and see what's on the other side. We've got a bunch of oak forest here, but we also have this building. This is one of the modded structures, and I think it's the one with the villagers. I hope they didn't die to zombies. Yay, they're alive! They're nitwits. I need normal villagers that can actually take jobs, like this one. Get captured. Now I just need 5 more villagers. Got another one. I found a creepy lava biome, but there's a spruce village. Oh, look at this guy. He's trapped on a cliff with his cat. I have to take both of them. Hi, villagers. Get captured. Now we have 5 villagers and a cat. Let's release it, and we gotta tame it. Come on. Yay, we're friends. That also reminds me, I asked you guys in the comments to name this cat next to me, and I'm going to name her Infinite Drift. So we have Luna and Infinite Drift. I also asked you guys to name my horse, and his name is going to be Bilbo, like from the Hobbit movie. I keep getting more cats, so let me know in the comments what I should name this one. But now let's release the villagers. The farmer is of course going in the barn. Now let's put all of the other villagers in here, but they don't have a job yet. The most important trade is a mending book, so let the trade rolling begin. I made a little temporary dirt box so it's easier to roll the trades, and I got an efficiency for a trader. Let's lock the trade. We need to keep that guy. Let's take another one, and let's keep trying for mending. Curse of vanishing. Are you kidding me? Scammers. Still no mending, but I just got unbreaking, which I need to have. No way, this is the second try on this villager, and I get mending for super expensive. I don't care. Locking the trade. He's the guy living in the magic mushroom room. We have mending, efficiency 4, and unbreaking, and I also have 2 farmer villagers. And in this room we have a toolsmith, so we could get some diamond tools. But I cannot get anything because I don't have any emeralds, and that's why I have the farmers. So we gotta make an automatic melon and pumpkin farm and get infinite emeralds from them. The problem is some of the redstone components for the melon and pumpkin farm need quartz from the nether. So I gotta prepare to go there, and I'm gonna spend a long time in the skeleton XP farm until I get a bunch of levels, because we need really good enchanted stuff for the nether. I just went AFK with an auto clicker for 2 hours and touched grass, and I came back to over 60 XP levels. And a bunch of skeletons actually dropped backpacks, including a gold backpack, which has all of this space. Now we just need armor that we can enchant. I don't want to use my precious mushroom armor in the nether, so we're gonna get some diamond ones. I already have a chestplate and some leggings, so we just need the boots and the helmet. Full diamond armor. Now let's see what enchants we're gonna get. We can also enchant a sword. Okay, that is kind of bad. These are some pretty good boots. I enchanted all of my diamond armor, and I also got an infinity bow. I have a really good sword that's called We Are Never Ever Going to the Nether, but that's exactly where we're going now. But I'm not going to the nether alone. Oh no. I'm scared, so I'm making my friends come with me.
Oh! There's a gun?
Oh! The modded nether was terrifying, but we came across a bunch of new blocks.
Someone touch it? Is it violent?
Are we touching
I'm
it?
pretty sure either.
First rule of the modded nether, don't touch the thorny vines. I found a new wood type called hellbark, which sounds super scary, and a beautiful fire flower that burns you when you touch it. Do you want to see a new pretty flower?
I don't want to, actually.
Touch it! Touch it! I also did the most random trick shot when a ghast fired at me, and I shot the fireball back at it using a bow and arrow. It was so wild. But if you thought the modded nether isn't so bad after all, then wait until you see the biome made out of literal meat.
Ew.
And
What
flesh.
is this?
Ew,
It's hair! It's hair! It's hair on the flesh!
I hate this
actually
so
don't
much.
want to be here.
Get me
Yeah,
out
you
either.
know?
Get me out.
It was so gross, so we got out of there super fast and tunneled towards less disgusting biomes.
Okay.
And of course I picked up lots of quartz for the melon and pumpkin farm while everybody was waiting behind me to continue digging the tunnel. Teehee. The next biome was the withered abyss with a bunch of purple mushroom things. And since it was full of endermen, we slayed a couple to collect ender pearls. But the most beautiful biome of all was this crystalline biome, which had pink crystal clusters that I of course had to collect. We also found the erupting inferno biome, which had some pretty cool blocks.
Are you muted, Brooke?
Brooke.
Are you muted? Oh, now she's gone.
Then we kept going and found a modded structure, which was basically a nether trial chamber, but with piglin broods. Let's just say a lot of screaming and dying happened.
Oh,
Hi, lady.
Big
guys,
brute!
guys,
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
No, he killed you! We're taking your stuff, we're
But there's
taking-
more.
A pig took your stuff! It's dead. But it was worth it because we found an upgrade template, which means we could upgrade our armor to netherite. Then we finally got out of that horrible underworld and had to show our friends who stayed at home what exactly we found in the nether.
it kind of pulsates. Isn't it
Oh, I
beautiful?
broke the hair.
I bet you like it. Wait, you guys don't like our flesh?
I don't like. Then I spilled a blood bucket down their hobbit hole, and with that, the nether trip was officially over. We got so much good loot from the nether, especially a whole stack of quartz. Also, somebody put something under my carpet because when I step on it, it burns. I've been pranked. Speaking of pranking, I also still have to give something to Maggie from the nether because she gave me the palm saplings. So I gave her gross flesh blocks, but also something useful. But now we can finally get back to our village and to building our melon and pumpkin farm. But first we have to build a beautiful house for the farm, and it was so relaxing to just build after the stressful nether trip. I also made a path leading up to it and decorated it with a bunch of flowers. And in here we can put the farm. This farm is expensive, so we need 30 hoppers and 14 pistons. Then let's mine all of that quartz from the nether, and then we can craft the observers. Now we just have to try and squeeze this farm in here. Let's add some chests here, and of course all the hoppers going into them. And all the farmland goes on top. One side is going to be for the melons, and the other for the pumpkins. Then we add all the redstone stuff above. Now the farm is done, and we can cover up the sides using glass. Now we just need to wait for the crops to grow, and then we can see if the farm actually works. And in the meantime, I can decorate the rest of the village. We have so many beautiful houses already, but there are more villager houses that we can build. The hill above my super smelter and lava farm is still very empty, so we could try fitting a couple small houses in here. I built the first tiny little house. Now we just need to build a couple more next to it, this time with a pink mahogany wood. The second house is done too. Maybe there's some more space here to fit another one behind it, and that actually kind of works. Now we just need to dig out the spaces inside of the houses, because I also want these little buildings to have a use in this village. The first house is going to hold the nether portal, you know, in case I ever want to go back to that dreadful place ever again. I hope I won't have to. Maybe we could add a little bit of that rose quartz around the room to remind us of the good places in the nether. I also thought it would be funny if we could go through the portal like it's a hidden room, which leads to the second house. I got some soul sand and nether wart from the nether, so we could add a little farm for it in here, and we could also have a brewing stand here. I managed to fit a lot of stuff into this tiny room, and we also have a staircase in the first house, which leads to another room. And in here I set up a little bedroom for another villager. This is my mason guy, and he trades bricks. He loves bricks so much that he has a whole room full of flower pots. Some time has passed, so let's see if the melon and pumpkin farm has worked. It's working. So now we can trade this with the farmer villagers and get emerald rich. Now we could try buying our first mending book. Let's put it on a good pickaxe because it's almost broken. Now we have mending, and now we can finish the rest of the village. To complete the cozy hobbit village on the hill, I want to add a couple windmills to indicate that it's a village full of farms. And to add more cottagecore vibes, I'm going to build a bunch of giant mushrooms that are growing out of the houses. The windmills and all of the mushrooms added so much to this place, and with that, our little hobbit village is completed. Let's do a little tour and look at everything, starting with our beautiful storage room. Then we can go up the staircase here over to our iron farm, which is still giving me tons of iron. Then we go up here towards the beautiful windmills and the melon and pumpkin farm. To the left, we get to the villager trading hall, which is my absolute favorite, especially the interior with all of the different rooms. Then over here, we have the little houses, and going down here, we go to the super smelter and the lava farm. We have a cozy little village full of amazing farms and resources. I think this hobbit village turned out so great, and I really love this. I love mushrooms. I love foraging for them in the woods. Ah, creeper! I love using them to cook amazing food. This is definitely poisoned. And I love meeting all of the cute mushroom creatures that are roaming in this world. So today I want to build a cozy mushroom village for all of the cute creatures and live out my cottagecore dreams. Unless I get poisoned by this creepy mushroom man. This is my modded world where I've built a bunch of colorful hobbit holes as my starter base. But for the mushroom village, we need to find a different spot. This world is full of modded biomes, so we just have to go on a little journey to find the perfect one. But before I run off, I actually need to get the perfect outfit for our mushroom theme. Mushroom armor. I got this armor when I first started out in this world, and while it isn't as strong as enchanted diamond armor, it's looking really, really good. I'm a mushroom. But there's one thing we could do to make this stronger, because I do have 50 levels, but I still don't have an enchanting table, so it's good that I'm sharing this world with my friends who are also playing here as hobbits, so I can just use the enchanting table of my friend Nova. Let's get some protection 4. I got some pretty good stuff, especially the unbreaking enchant. So now we're ready to travel. So I went on a cozy and whimsical journey through the local woodlands. I made it to the edge of the forest, so let's get our boat out and let's see what awaits us over there. It looks like it's more giant trees, which isn't the vibe, so let's keep looking. After some more traveling, I found a little oak forest and almost walked right into this giant cave. But then I realized this wasn't a regular oak forest because look at these flower leaves. This biome is called the Orchard, and it's right next to a beautiful lavender biome. And look at all of the space we have. Ew, there's a cave. And my mushroom armor fits right in alongside all of the colors here, so I think houses will also fit in here. Now we just need a quick way to travel to this place, and that's where these guys come in, the waystones. First we have to craft this warp stone, and then we use obsidian and stone bricks to create the waystone. Now I just have to walk all the way back to my village location. 10 years later, then we just have to pick a spot and place the waystone. I'm gonna name it Mushroom Village, and now when I click on it, we can just easily travel to all of my bases. So getting resources for my storage room is gonna be super easy. But before we can start building, we actually need to prepare this area for it, which means chopping down a bunch of these trees. But I think I want to collect the leaves, so I'm going to get myself this silk touch hoe. And then we can pick up all of these beautiful flowering oak leaves. These are gonna look so pretty in my village. So I did a bunch of fast tree chopping and very slow and precise leaf collecting. I like leaves. I have an inventory full of leaves and the area is looking a little bit better. It's still ugly and full of skeletal remains. Something died there. How tragic. I don't care. So the next thing we have to do is terraform this entire place. Not like that though. No more aggressive dirt mining because I actually need to place a bunch of dirt because I want to create different layers for my village houses. I made a huge mess. I mean, it looks cool from up here, but down here it's just... I need to cover this up and create a nice retaining wall. Hello? And my waystone stopped working. Let me in! My game crashed. Anyway, we're so back. Let's go to my storage room and collect a bunch of cobblestone and stone. But I'm also gonna go down to my branch mine because of course I didn't have enough resources in my storage. And my game just crashed again. Rage quit. Just kidding, I came back after 3 hours. And I mined all of the resources I needed. Now we take all of these blocks to build a beautiful retaining wall here. Of course, I'm not just gonna use stone bricks, instead I'm gonna punch out some blocks and add some cobblestone and a bit of andesite. And I think it looks much better this way. And so does this whole area. Then I jumped all over the place, marking spots where I want to put some mushroom houses or a staircase leading to the top. And of course, even more mushroom houses. There are going to be a lot of houses. So we better get to work. Ow. But first we need some resources. There are a bunch of colorful modded wood types in this world, so of course I need to use all of these. Also, ooh, what's this? Free stuff. I'm rich. Netherite ingot. I'm so rich. Anyway, let's get back to the grind, and I need way more resources than I have in my storage. Good that I set up an easy tree chopping area for all the modded trees in our starting area. Hello? It was right here. Where did it go? Whoever stole it will feel the wrath of 1,000. Oh wait, they just moved it over there. I like pie. Anyway, let's grab all of this wood. Oh my gosh, did my game just crash again? Internal and external screaming. But I didn't rage quit this time. I'm gonna chop down all of these trees and I'm going to build my mushroom village. If it is the last thing I do. And of course it just started raining. Now we just need to chop down a giant redwood tree. I love the tree chop mod. It's raining resources. I filled a whole chest with all of these resources. So let's grab some red and some white wood. And let's build our first little mushroom house right here. I'm gonna start small to test how I even build mushroom houses, because I've never built mushroom houses. And of course it always rains when I start building. And when the rain was over, I'd made a little box. But now comes the hard part, because this white wall was the mushroom stem, and now we're building the mushroom cap using the redwood trees wood, whatever it's called. I'm so good at words. I'm basically gonna try to recreate my mushroom cap. So next to the redwood, we also need a little bit of white wool dotted around the place. And then of course we also need to go up by several more blocks. And I did it. It definitely looks like my hat. Then we can also grab some spruce wood. And then we can add in some cute windows and maybe a cute hobbit hole entrance entrance, because I'm still a hobbit after all. A mushroom hobbit. And some stripped oak behind it, and a lantern, and now it's perfect. Wait, this is actually so cute. I also decorated the other sides of the house, even in the back, and added a bunch of leaves, and now my little mushroom house is completed. But now that our first mushroom house is done, we need to find the first creature to move into it. And for that, we have to go to the dark oak forest. Luckily, one of them is pretty close, and I just have to go in this direction and not fall into this cave. Blah, or this one. But of course, I got distracted not only by shearing sheep, but also because I found these little mushrooms. So of course, I have to pick them up for my village. I also found these little birch logs in the wild. And when you break them, they actually drop mushrooms. Birds nest fungus. Poor birds. Okay, no more distractions. To the dark oak forest we go. I finally made it. Wait, and there's a mushroom guy. That wasn't the guy I wanted. He's creepy. And I brought these capture cells, and they basically let you capture any mob. Hi. Oh, he's so creepy. Shift click. Yes. Got him! But now let's find the ones we're actually looking for. A lot of running through the forest and yelling the mushroom creatures' names later. Oh my gosh, I almost didn't see it because it was blending in with this big mushroom. Yay! Look at this tiny little guy. You want to be my friend? Yes? It wants to be my friend. It's definitely not screaming for help. I'm getting it. Now let's run away really fast after we pick some more mushrooms. And home sweet mushroom village that only has one house so far. And this little mushroom guy is gonna move right in here. Yay! I totally have made interior. I definitely didn't forget to do that. Okay, now the guy has a little table and chair, and even an upstairs room with a desk and a bed. I don't know if it's weird that this house is shaped like this mushroom guy. It's like I would build a house in human shape and live in it. Awkward! But we also captured this guy, and he's so creepy. And above his head it says Shrooms 0. Shrooms. Time to investigate. First I need some shrooms, which I can get by mining these big mushrooms without silk touch. And then they're dropping these red mushrooms. Wait, but there's another tiny mushroom creature in a different color. I see you. Got him. I found a red one. I'm taking this one too. I have 59 mushrooms, so let's test if this guy wants them. It says Shrooms 1, 2. Don't run away. Is it gonna give me something? Whatever that is. An amethyst deceiver. Now that is sus. And he's running away so fast like he just scammed me. I wonder if it's giving me anything else. Oh, it just gave me iron and some creepy stew. I know it's poisoned. Oh, he's nodding. He knows. And he's running away. This guy's actually really useful because he can trade a bunch of cool stuff. So he's getting a home in my village too. The red mushroom guy got a house with a red mushroom cap. So the purple guy should get a purple mushroom cap. And there's actually a purple wood type like that in the game. It's called Imperial Wood. The problem is it's only found in the end. So I made all of my friends go to the end with me so we can casually get rid of the Ender Dragon. Yay! And explore the modded end dimension and get my Imperial Wood so I can build a house for this creepy mushroom guy. It went really well. Oh, that's a trial chamber thing.
So it just...
Yes!
Oh, we're gonna key! Yeah!
Key!
Give me things, please.
Wings. Aw, man.
Watch out, guys.
Why?
Well, yeah.
Ah, that's why.
That's why.
Was that water that you placed down after I fell?
Yep.
Do you have pearls?
Dude, there's a giant end city in the sky.
Oh, yeah!
Ah! Elytra! You. Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Nice!
And now I also have an elytra and can fly all over my base. But most importantly, we got a bunch of this Imperial Wood and a whole bunch of random and cursed end loot. Like whatever this is, just don't ask. I also got the saplings so we can grow the trees, which looks super weird. And then we get even more free wood. This build is gonna be really tall like the creepy mushroom man, so let's put it on this upper platform. My goal for this village is to have a bunch of different shaped colorful houses that each have their own function, like being a place to trade with creepy mushroom men or just a cozy safe haven for tiny little creatures. And this is the finished mushroom house, and I think it looks really cool. There isn't much going on the inside though, so I gathered a bunch of resources to do a beautiful interior. The first room is going to be a cozy kitchen with a stony floor, with a tiny cooking area and these beautiful counters, and of course a furnace. And of course the dining area with a table and a bunch of chairs. And after adding some more lighting and other decor, the kitchen was looking really beautiful. And to get to the upstairs room, we can add some trapdoors here, and then we can place a ladder on them, and now we can get up here. This room here is going to be the creepy mushroom man's study. And to add to the whole study vibe, we can actually craft a stackable book using normal books, and we can add them on the floor, or on the shelves, or even on the desk. This room turned out pretty cool too, and I love that we have a hobbit hole balcony access, and we can use this platform to walk all around our build. Now we just have the upstairs bedroom in the purple mushroom cap, and I decided to not only make this room a bedroom, but also a cozy little book club meeting room. We also have a cozy reading area where you can sit on these cushions. I also learned that you can click the cushions on the chairs, and then you have it on them. It's really cute. Now you can have a book club with all your friends. I don't know if he has any friends. Let's change that. I need to go to the place where the creepy mushroom people came from. Oh my gosh, I already found it. Let's see if the creepy purple guy is home. The building was full of little mushroom creatures, some friendly, some not so friendly. But of course I had to capture all of them. And these guys are the grossest mushroom creature that I've ever seen. But they're also a mushroom creature, so they have to go into my village. I hate them. Get in here. But I didn't find the creepy purple man I was looking for. So I went out to find another building. And I found this tiny mushroom house in the wild. That is actually so adorable. And I finally found another mushroom house in a cold, dead, snowy biome. I saw a cute tiny mushroom, so of course I had to steal them. Then I saw a purple man watching me creepily from afar. So it had to go into the cage too. And I got so lucky and even found a second one. So now these guys can all do a book club together. Oh, they're excited. Yay! Oh my gosh, the way he was running towards his friends. I'm so happy. I also collected a bunch of mushrooms so we can do more trading. I want to see what else we're getting. Ooh, I just got something cool. I got a Deceiver's Heart. What does that do? What did I just do? I just got a bunch of effects. I want to get more resources from these guys, so I need a bunch of mushrooms. So the next house in the village should be a mushroom farm. So I quickly gathered all the resources, most of which I already had in my storage, and also decided on a spot to build this, and it's going to go down here. It's a pretty similar shape and size as the purple house, but this time the roof is going to be blue, making this village even more colorful. But it doesn't look very mushroom farm core just yet. That's because I haven't made the farm yet. For that I need to collect a bunch of this podzol, and since I don't have silk touch on my shovel, I have to silk touch it with my pickaxe very, very slowly. I gave up after mining 16 blocks, so I quickly went to the Enderman XP farm and got a bunch of levels. After getting a bunch of levels, I tried getting silk touch on my shovel and got it on the second try. And now we can finally get lots of podzol. Now we can fill the entire mushroom house with podzol and create several layers of it, all the way to the top of the mushroom. Then we can place a couple mushrooms on top of the podzol, and the podzol allows these mushrooms to multiply and spread, so soon there are gonna be mushrooms on every single block, which gives us more time to decorate this place. First I tried to get a silk touch axe, and I got this really good one. And then we can try growing some of the big mushrooms using the podzol, and then we can silk touch mine the stem because that is what I need. And then I also need some maple wood, which is this beautiful modded wood type, and we can use those blocks to create beautiful giant mushrooms next to the farm. I built a bunch of giant mushrooms and I think they look so cool. We can also make teeny tiny little baby mushrooms by using a sandstone wall and a mushroom block. I also crafted some crates using tomatoes and onions because mushroom crates don't exist and they're the closest thing I could find. If we imagine really, really hard, there are mushrooms in there. Now this is really giving mushroom farm vibes, and something is happening on the inside too. The mushrooms are spreading. So this farm has been a huge success. So far we have 3 beautiful houses in the village, so I think it's about time we start working on connecting them all together. But instead of making a path, I got sidetracked and built a little water stream coming from the upper platform and flowing down and around the mushroom farm. Once the mini river was finished, I decorated the shores using a bunch of coarse dirt and grass, and then finally worked on a path. I also built little bridges out of trapdoors so we can easily cross the river. Then I got some huge clover petals, and when you put them next to each other, you can make one giant clover leaf. And I think it fits into the area because clovers and mushrooms are both lucky charms. The river leads into a pond, which also needed decorating, so I added a dock and some lily pads, and we can add these beautiful water lilies, and I really love them. Now the river down here has been fully decorated, and I really love how this farm area is looking. I added some more tiny mushrooms, and now we can relax by the beautiful pond. Unless I totally forgot to decorate the river up here. So let's add more bridges, and of course paths and more coarse dirt, but I'm not really sure where the river should come from because it just abruptly starts here. And I just got a really silly idea. What if we take some white wood and try building a tiny little statue, which just so happens to be the body of a creepy little mushroom creature, and the water is flowing out of its mouth. Okay, now this is actually so creepy. It looks just like this little guy, just creepier, screaming and throwing up water. Awkward! Now that we figured out where the water is coming from and also decorated a bunch of this land, we can build the next mushroom house. And it just started raining as I said that. I collected a bunch of tiny mushroom creatures, some of which are nice and some of which are deadly and poisonous. So all of them are going to need their own home. I went out exploring to look for new wood types to use in my village, and I found this giant creepy forest. Everything here is creepy, but I've seen this wood type before. It's called the Umbran wood, and I think it's really pretty. Ow! No! With the roses, why? I love how random these modded biomes mushrooms can be. There's always something new to explore. But I definitely didn't get distracted by that and quickly gathered all of the resources. Since I still have so much space in my village, I decided to build more of the tiny mushroom houses dotted around the place, with every roof having a different color, turning this area into a little neighborhood for all the cute room creatures. Now it's really looking like a mushroom village with so many houses in place. And I tried to make every single one of these little houses unique by giving them different features like a chimney, or cute little window shutters, or my personal favorite, making it super overgrown and lush. And this house is going to be the home for these poisonous guys right here because they emit a bunch of spores, so it fits all of the lush overgrown environment. Stop running away. But since they keep poisoning me, they cannot live downstairs because they will instantly kill me, so I made a little room for them upstairs. And with room, I mean a little prison. Teehee. So let's put these guys in here. I got a bunch of shrooms, so let's see what these guys trade. They give random mushrooms, and getting them still poisons me. I almost died retrieving the items, but we got a bunch of suspicious stew. Kinda sus, not gonna lie. And we also got some toadstool that we can cook for food. So it looks like these guys are the food traders. Ow! And the food is poison. These guys are so toxic. How dare they? But they also make the space look even cooler because they're emitting all of these green spores like falling leaves. So I forgive them for now. Next up we have these two guys here, which aren't hostile at all, and they look super cute. And these guys are moving into the blue house with the chimney, and I turned it into a little kitchen. Be free, little guys. And they can open the doors. Hello? No! Stop doing that. I'm just gonna put a fence gate here instead of a door so they don't cause any trouble. Now let's see what these guys are trading. I got more mushrooms too. And the other guy trades a bunch of cooked food as well. And this one doesn't poison me, it gives me regeneration. So I know at least some mushroom creatures are nice. But I know one creature definitely isn't nice though, so I'm just going to dump them into this pink house and quickly close the door. And the house isn't even pink, it was purple. I hate these guys so much. Look at this weird pulsating thing. But every mushroom creature deserves a home here. Now we have two more houses left, like this blue one here and the pink one up here, and I had a really silly idea for those. Why don't I give them to two of my friends and let them do all the work on decorating the interior so I can sit back and be lazy? I mean nothing. I was so serious about that, so I invited my friends on a little mushroom foraging competition. I literally made up a whole mushroom bingo game where 4 teams have to compete to be the first to find the mushrooms on their bingo card. So they basically all had to run through the forest and break some logs that contained a bunch of random mushrooms, and at the same time the forest was infested by these swampy gloopers, pulsating, belly button, creepy, gross people, mushroom things. I hate them, so I let my friends experience the rage as well. In the end, my friends Novasoboard and Trash Panda won the competition, so they both got the deeds to my mushroom houses. Welcome to my mushroom village.
I love
Thank
it.
you. I love it more.
No, I actually love it more.
No, I actually loved it first.
I love it the most because I made it with my blood, sweat, and tears. Especially the
Well,
blood.
I'm gonna love it with my blood, sweat, and tears. And
No, I
especially my
sweated
blood,
more
so.
onto these houses. Then I showed them the 2 houses that are gonna be theirs. One of them being next to the swampy glooper creature house who just killed them in the woods. Never go in because he destroys
Trash,
blocks.
you can have the house. I want this one.
I don't know if I want that guy as my neighbor
Yeah, I
though.
want this house.
Do we have to
Thank
battle
you.
it out? Do it. In cold blood. Yay! Violence!
No.
I got Trash's head.
We are the same. Yeah, I totally did a whole competition just so I didn't have to do interior on 2 tiny houses. Pro Minecraft. I'm gonna let my friends do the interior in their own time because I have to go on a different adventure to the Nether. I need to find a crimson biome. No thank you. And I just found it because this biome here actually has some modded mushrooms, and it also has these. Hello. And a drop pit into lava. No thank you. Come here. Ah! And there's a pig. Go away. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Let's also pick these modded mushrooms, the tall crimson fungi. Ah! Pig. Then I also need to go to the warp biome because look what they have. More little mushroom creatures. Hello, little guys. And boop. Oh, and I can't forget I also need to get a bunch of this wood. But I also found more modded mushroom blocks and lava. I hate lava. And now let's quickly get out of here using a waystone so the creepy crawly creatures can't get me. Now we just have to farm a bunch more nether wood, but we can safely actually do that from our home. Wait a moment. The tree chop mod removes these horrible wart blocks too, and I don't have to manually break them. Best day ever. We have this separate platform up here, and this is where the nether house is going to go. Or more like nether houses, because there are two different kinds of mushroom nether biomes and two kinds of mushroom creatures. So first I built this structure like a big mushroom stem, but I left an opening here so we can attach a smaller second one to the side. So it's like two mushrooms grown together. Now it looks like this, and I think this is gonna work out. Now we just have to give them the different colored mushroom caps, one of them in crimson wood and one in warped wood. And this is the finished double house, and it's looking so cool. Now we just have to work on the interior. And in good old creepy nether fashion, the floor is gonna be made of polished blackstone. But not all of it has to be creepy, because we can use a bunch of crimson and warped furniture to spice this up. This room has all of the crimson plants on display, and a little table, and a cozy place to sit. And this tiny room here is all of the warped fungus stuff. Now we just have to release the crimson and the warped guy, and I'm gonna name them both Boop. Now they're called Boop because otherwise they would despawn, and we don't want these cute guys to despawn. Now they can have an amazing life in their new nether home. That's in the overworld. I also added the usual decor and greenery around the place, and now we only have 2 house plots left. I'm out of mushroom creatures, or at least I thought I was. Let's travel to my starter home, because over here I have 2 mushroom villagers standing in a little hole, and these guys actually trade mushroom armor and a bunch of soup. So I think it's about time they get a better home. But first they're going in a cage. Teehee. And this location here is gonna be perfect, so let's start building. This is actually mushroom house number 10 that I'm building. So now we're in double digits, making this a big village. This is the place the villagers are going to call home from now on. But first we need to make it safe for them on the inside, so no creatures will ever kill them in here. First up, we're gonna have a fence gate in front of the doors so they can never escape from this place, because it's dangerous outside. I'm definitely not taking them prisoner. And then in here we can have a little room for them with their workstations and a cozy place to relax. And we could also make it cute by having a bunch of leaves hanging from the ceiling. We could also give them a little bunk bed, and I think it's really cute. It turned out to be a pretty cozy little space. So now we can release the villagers. And they're immediately going to the door. Well, too bad. You will never escape. Enjoy your new home. Have fun, guys. Get it? Because they're fun guys. That was so horrible. We can also get some more mushroom hats, and we could try dyeing them a different color, and then we can add them under this overhang here next to the house so people know that mushroom traders live here. And we can also buy some mushroom armor, and then we can display all of it on an armor stand and even on these ones. I even unlocked the chest plate, so now we can have the full set on display, and it looks so cool. Now all the houses are built on the lower part of the village, and since we now have villagers, I want to make sure everything is closed off and secure. So I'm going to build a little wall all around the place, which is going to be the same style as the retaining wall. Which of course I had to do in the pouring rain. To make this wall even prettier, I left some gaps to add some fences into them. The place was looking so much better with a wall around it, so I decided to continue it on the upper platform too. I also added stone brick walls on top of everything like a railing so nobody falls off. It looks pretty cool so far, but one thing this village desperately needs is an entrance, and a pretty one worthy of a cottagecore mushroom village. So I made this beautiful overgrown entrance, and I love it. Now the wall around our village is completed, except for this giant gaping hole here. This spot here is for the last building and the most important one in the village. It's also going to be one of the biggest builds, so let's hope I have enough resources. I actually don't have enough resources, so I need to chop down some more trees. And my axe doesn't have mending, and I don't have a mending book, so I'm going to put something called photosynthesis on this axe. And the way it works is that it's going to repair itself when it's under direct sunlight, so I'm just going to hold it in my offhand while I craft up the other resources I need. I think the axe is actually repairing itself. It just happens very, very slowly. But I did manage to get a bunch of the resources, so we can start building, because this house is gonna be really difficult, so we better get started. And the reason it's so hard is because it has a completely different shape, because it's gonna be this weird round oval shape kind of thing. All the other houses are tiny or tall, but this one is gonna be big and wide. Before we work on the complicated roof, let's do the simple part and add a couple windows. And of course a cute entrance, but it still kind of looks like a bathtub without water. So let's do the only logical thing. Let's add some water and have a pool party! Just kidding, let's fully lock in and use all of our building knowledge that we've acquired from building all of these mushroom houses to build the ultimate mushroom house. I added a second building on top of the first roof. I made a bunch of big mushrooms grow out on the sides, and it looks really grand and majestic, which is good because this is going to be my mushroom museum. And because it just got gross and rainy, I'm gonna hide indoors and do the interior. This museum is gonna be for all the different types of mushrooms that I found in this world, because there are literally hundreds of them, not just the ones I used in the little foraging quest, but but also some magical fantasy ones. We have all of this space, but I think before we can decorate further, we actually need to get a bunch of mushrooms. And we have many types of mushrooms in the game. Good that I did this foraging quest because people left all of their mushrooms here. But since most of these cannot be placed down, I'm gonna craft a bunch of item frames. Then we can put the item frames on the wall and select the coolest looking mushrooms to go on them. I especially like the colorful ones, but I also really love all the weird names that these guys have, like the Sickener, or Bacon Agaric, or Slippery Jack. Mushroom names are literally so funny. So now we have a wall of cool mushrooms, and maybe in between the tables we could add a little one that you can place down. And then this one here can go on the wall. Then we can have more display areas for the different kinds of modded mushrooms that you can place down, like these big guys, and also the nether ones. This is looking pretty good so far. We can also add the non-modded mushrooms here, like these from the nether, and the ones from the forest. I also just noticed there's a hole in my ceiling. You saw nothing. I still have a huge amount of space in my museum, but I need more modded mushrooms, so let's go on a big adventure to find a mycelium biome. These biomes are super rare, so of course the nearest one is 5,000 blocks away. But on my way there, I actually found something even cooler. I think this is a modded mushroom biome. And I have some tiny mushrooms growing on the ground, a little toadstool from my collection, and whatever these blocks here are. A toadstool block, that makes sense. And the wandering trader found me all the way out here. There's a village. How did I miss this earlier? Oh my gosh. Mushroom blocks and a random waystone. That's really helpful for getting back home. It's a ribbit village. And I have some cute things in the chest. Look at this lamp. I'm taking it. And these are the inhabitants of the village. Little froggies. Look at these guys. They're so cute. And I hope they won't mind me stealing all of their modded mushroom blocks. And wait a moment. What is that in their window? A little toadstool and a swamp daisy. And I'm also gonna steal the little froggies just because I can. And now onwards we go to the mycelium biome. And after a long time of flying, I finally found it. The mycelium biome. And they have a bunch of different kinds of mushrooms too, like this one or this one. And I'm super excited about these guys, the bouncy stool, because you can bounce on them. Ow. This is so funny. Ow. And painful. I love it. And there are more mushroom creatures that I haven't seen yet. Good that I brought my cages. Get in the cage. And also, what is this biome next to the mycelium? Look at those leaves. Those are not normal leaves. The biome is called Origin Valley, so it kind of gives Minecraft Alpha vibes. But now let's grab a bunch more mushrooms and also take this guy here. Hello. He's really cool. You're mine. And then we can go home using a waystone. And I have so many more cool things to put on display now, like this whatever this is. We got all the big mushroom blocks on display, even the small tiny ones, but there are still so many empty spots in my museum. And there are still a bunch of mushrooms that we're missing, especially the magic mushrooms. There are some rare magical ones only found in caves, and you know how I feel about caves. I don't want to go caving if it can't be avoided. And my friend Brooke, who's also playing in this world, is really into magic stuff, so I'm sure she has those and I can just take them from her and don't have to go caving. And if she likes magic, maybe she's gonna be interested in some magic mushrooms too. Totally not poisoned. Hello.
Hello?
I need something magical. A magic
You
mushroom
do?
kind of thing.
A magic mushroom.
I'm-
Okay. I can maybe help you with that. I have magical mushrooms. Come inside.
magical. Yes, magical mushrooms.
The distinction is important.
Uh-huh.
These three are found in caves.
The glow shrooms.
I've got these in my hands as well.
Yes, I need those. I actually brought something you might like.
Magic mushroom stew. Should I drink it? Everything's brighter.
Is it poison?
It's night vision.
Definitely wasn't hoping that it was poison. I mean nothing. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will run away.
Okay, bye.
Shut the door in your face.
Rude.
Now we have these 3 types of beautiful magic glow shrooms that we can display here, and they look so cool. I finished decorating the whole museum, including adding some more mushrooms on the outside. So now let me give you a little tour of the museum on the inside. We have an entire room filled with all of the mushroomy stuff, all the tiny ones and in item frames. And I also added the little bouncy stool parkour thing, so we can jump up here and get to the top. And over here we have some rare items like this deceiver's heart and some mushroom soup. And of course we also have the super rare tiny little mushroom creatures. So now the mushroom museum is completed and we've built every single house of this village, but the village isn't done just yet because look at all this. Ugh, what is that even? Time to decorate. I added leaves like a hedge to surround all of the empty grassy spots, and then all the spaces on the other side of the hedge can be little gardens and flower areas, and we could have things like big mushrooms, like with this cool new block that we found in the frog village. And these ones here too, I absolutely love them. And I would just spam a bunch of grass and little bushes and clover in between. This spot here ended up being a cozy little sitting area where people can have lunch outdoors with the beautiful mushrooms. Then on the other side of the house, we have another beautiful garden where you can sit on a bench. And it just gives me a really peaceful feeling to be here. This house also has a little garden with these beautiful flowers, plus the ones from the Froggy Village. And a little mushroom garden on the other side. And next to the nether house, I added a bunch of white lavender and clover. Now that just leaves a couple empty spots like this one here. And also this space through here. There's nothing going on here. What makes the most sense is to add even more giant mushrooms to fill all the empty spots. And now the village is finally done. And what I love to do when finishing a project is walk through all of my builds again and appreciate what I've created. And we're starting at the entrance where I added a cute waystone area because nobody's gonna come walking here. Everybody's gonna travel by waystone. And then we can walk in and look at all of the beautiful builds. I think one of my favorite spots are the little mushroom farm where we have to cross the little bridge and sit on the dock and look at the beautiful pond. I also love all the little gardens I've created around here and the little villager house with the mushrooms in the background. All of the houses and gardens up here are really beautiful too. And of course the museum is just so cool with all of the mushrooms. But I'm also really happy with this area here with the screaming little creature giving us a beautiful river and the overgrown house, the random mushroom spores effect, and the mushrooms. I've done so much building, so what I really need now is to just sit back and relax and enjoy this beautiful village. I'm so proud of this creation and it's my first time building so many colorful mushroom houses. I'm gonna go into a giant modded dungeon with my friends, but what they don't know is that I'm going to sabotage them the entire time. Thanks to the capture cell mod, I get to pick up any mob in a little cage and release them on my friends. But if they notice me doing it, the video's over. Ooh, big mansion.
There's like a courtyard in the middle we could maybe land in.
There is a Ravager. Don't mind me secretly stocking up on more creatures like these Ravagers.
Yeah, there's a bunch
Oh
of
my
guys in here,
Just
Jenna.
put on.
This is chaos.
Make our way inside. Oh, there's a... Yep, where'd he go?
Cool. And here's me quickly releasing a Ravager and then running away so it then hunts Jittery.
Slightly terrifying.
Oh!
Well, I just heard a shrieker.
A shrieker?
I
Oh,
heard a
You
shrieker.
killed the
Oh
Ravager!
no. Was I not supposed to?
No, that was good. I'm saying it
Oh,
with
okay.
happiness in my voice. Oh, there's a TNT.
Oh my gosh.
Bad
I
guys.
exploded all the loot. Hello there.
Yep, I was above you guys and just dropped down. Ooh, golden apple.
I am putting things
Oh,
in my
there's
inventory.
a vindicator. There's a evoker. There's a evoker.
Wait, where'd you guys go? Oh, right over here.
Just me just watching you fight it.
Okay.
I hear villagers.
Yeah, I think they have them like captive and stuff. Oh,
Yeah, that sounds about right. What? Creeper!
I hear a
Right.
witch. There it is.
Get on.
It went. What? Where'd it go? It disappeared. It literally just disappeared.
Is
Oh,
it a different color
Uh,
one?
guys,
Oh,
the
that was
Axemen are coming. The Axe guys. Oh, there's so many.
Where?
There! Over there! Let's not go
Should we
that
go
way.
kill 'em?
But we didn't get a backpack.
Did you get the backpack?
Oh, I don't know. Everything's
Oh, the
happening
witch is
at
Red!
once.
Red!
Whoa!
Red!
The witch.
How are you disappearing?
It disappeared. It came back.
Were we both in our inventories and that just
Crazy.
happened?
There's a guy at the end of the hallway, by the way.
Oh, okay, I'm killing him.
I'm just gonna wait. I have 27 seconds of poison still.
There's a TNT. Go,
We gotta finish
go
this
look,
floor.
Red, look in there, look in there.
Oh gosh. Yep.
Oh, look in there.
Oh no.
Tongue!
Um,
Oh, I found a prison cell. There are allays.
right behind you, Sev.
Oh.
Allays? Aw.
Me quickly spawning another creature while Red is distracted by allays.
Should have brought the capture
Aw.
cells.
Whoa! Hi. Oh!
Red!
I'm so sorry, I didn't see it. No. Awkward.
I'm gonna double check my audio really quick. It's been known to give me issues, so. Oh, I'm being hit by something.
Where are you? Oh, it's a cave spider.
Interesting.
What the heck?
I'll go.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Here comes the
Hi,
zombie.
zombie. Sev, wait. I have something for you. Sev snacks.
No. Watch me eat it
He's
too.
in the walls now.
I broke a
Oh,
pot.
does somebody have my? Oh, hi. Wow, there's a lot here. Oh, it's a creeper
It's a
guy.
creeper. Cute.
There's a witch
Is it
and
power-
an evoker.
Gonna go in this melon room and hide in here. They have a melon and pumpkin
Okay.
farm.
I'm in danger.
I am the danger.
Someone come help me. Someone please help me.
Where are you?
I am actually
Oh,
in
you
danger.
literally.
No!
This wasn't my
Bro.
fault. I think we haven't explored the downstairs yet though, so.
Balcony.
Oh, I shut the door.
Do I have to keep my...
Ah!
Oh, I found cake.
Love when they get slowed down.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see here.
You guys
anything
want a
interesting?
pumpkin pie snack? Ooh!
Not
Pumpkin
me!
pie.
Why me? That was
Pumpkin
so bad.
And I don't know where all of them went.
I probably picked up some of them.
Oh, that is a fair point. Oi!
I can
Ah, spider!
bring you some.
Oh, there's a witch!
Ooh, there's
I was
like a
where did that come from?
kitchen.
Somebody summoning Hero Brian. Hero Brian.
This is so freaky.
Wait, where are you guys?
What is this room? I saw the Skulk Sensor statue thing, and then I had a plan in my mind, because in my inventory I also have a warden in a capture cell. So scared. Why is it like,
Windows.
why is there a deep dark room? I spawned the warden so quickly you can barely see me do it. Literally so scary.
Wait, why do I hear a warden?
Ah! No, not the warden! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, there's actually a warden!
What the actual heck? Can it not?
Wait. Wait, where is it?
Can we like
I
not?
have a capture cell. I see it. I have a capture cell.
Grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh no, it's after me. It's
I'm
after
trying
me.
Wait, I also have one.
I'm
Wait,
trying to chase
where
you
is it?
down.
Where is it?
Ah!
Where is it?
Got him.
Oh, that's so scary. What the
I
heck?
thought that Sev put it down for a minute.
Imagine.
gosh.
No, I didn't bring my backpack in case I died.
That's probably
my
smart.
God.
I
Oh, wait,
have all
we've
my
been here.
backpacks.
We've been here. Wait.
That's crazy. There was a warden in
He
here,
was
guys.
just right next to the bee.
Next to the
No.
bee. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's like cottagecore mixed with you're going to die. Oh, there's another thing up there. You can go
Oh.
first.
Yeah, wow, that sounds really promising. I really want to go in there.
Red, come
Other
up here.
spiders.
Oh!
Oh, where was
That
that?
warning.
That was from the ceiling.
It's a dark oak tree, but it's a single log. Whoa! That creeper
Oh,
just... Okay.
our mob's just
Genuinely,
appearing.
Yes, that literally just appeared. There's no space for ceiling. He just appeared.
Jittery, what is this dungeon? You made us go in this!
That was wild.
Dude, I
he
was
did
literally
not
in my
see.
inventory and then it explodes next to me. I didn't even see a thing.
That was wild.
What? Oh, there's another guy. Up behind you. He's following you.
Beautiful.
I'm getting all the armor trims. Oh, it's a melon.
Oh, it's a bunch of
room.
wood down here.
Oh, I heard a witch. Whoa, I found a bunch of raw iron blocks.
Oh! I heard a creeper.
Oh gosh.
Raw iron blocks.
Yeah, look at this room.
Oh.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hear villagers.
Yay, let's free the villagers.
They're gonna get murdered though.
Like murdered by us or?
No, by everything else that lives here. Oh!
Which?
I swear the witch is. No, the witch got the allay.
Not the innocent
trying to pick it
delay, but it got you too.
There's a zombie.
Ah!
There's random rooms
Oh.
that just have like brown carpet, like poo.
Yeah, like poo.
It's interesting.
I can hear someone fighting a creeper. I like how you said, oh, like you had no idea who was fighting the creeper.
What are those?
I don't know why there's observers here in redstone. Is
Oh,
it
wow.
gonna like blow up when I open the chest? Is
Floor, I think. Depending on
it
how.
lingering? Yeah, lingering,
Yes.
so it's gonna like make a little. Oh, watch out!
What? Where?
Oh, I just heard the creeper. Oh, there's more
Oh,
mushies
okay,
back here.
okay, yeah, I got rid of it.
And then I think we have to go that way. What is zombie? Don't do that. Where are you going?
Bro, I just had a creeper disappear on me.
Dude!
I was
Oh,
shooting
no.
it, and then it literally
There was an
just
invisible
disappeared.
spider!
It's
I
gonna,
hate
it's
those.
gonna probably appear again somewhere.
I know, it's
Where?
low health at
Where?
least.
Where? What? The spider?
No, the creeper.
We've been in this dungeon for over an hour and they're still not noticing that I'm spawning creatures on them all the time.
Go back up there. There's a couple times always.
Oh.
What
I
was
saw that happen. Did you even take damage?
No.
What? The poor creeper sacrificed
Jitter's
himself for
in.
nothing.
Don't think they do if it's like a manor, you know? Or like a
Yeah,
mansion.
I feel like we're good.
Paper.
Oh, there's a dude. Oh, he was hitting me. Wow.
You seem surprised.
I just heard the
Wow.
damage noises and you were like, oh, there's a dude. I was like, why are you not panicking? And now for the grand finale, if they don't notice me spawning in that Ravager, then I win.
Quite the room. quite,
Ravager?
quite the house.
What? Okay, we didn't finish. We didn't finish.
Are you in the garden with the Ravagers?
I don't know where I am. Wait, why did it disappear? Did you notice that, Sev?
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh
Sev?
no, he's gonna appear
Sev?
again.
What? Sorry,
The
I was drinking
Ravager
water.
appeared and then it disappeared.
What? Sorry, I was just drinking water. I have no idea what's happening. Wait, what are we doing? Are we done?
He's
There's a
right below us.
Ravager.
Where?
I don't know.
Where?
It disappeared. It
It
disappeared.
disappeared.
It's like the creepers. It literally disappeared. It was chasing me.
Up here?
In this room. I just saw it. I'm having creepers appear. My eyes are just going nuts.
Was that everything? The
I think
whole
so.
thing? Okay.
Yeah, I think we did
I
it.
think we got it.
Guys,
You'll
wait,
have to come
before we
peeky-
go,
piggyback.
wait. You need to hear this. This is very important.
I've got an extra
Why is
Electra
this
I
gonna
think
be
I picked up.
cursed?
This is
okay, then that might be
good.
fine.
So, I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I was placing creepers and ravagers and other creatures on you the entire time, and that's why they disappeared, and that's why Red died twice. I'm sorry.
Sava! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I made a video challenge to sabotage the dungeon trip, and if you guys notice, I lose. So I win. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Arlo disapproves.
your dog hates it.
Arlo, no barking, please.
So anyway, Ravager!
Dude, I cannot believe that was you. I was convinced there was like a command block set up.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
I thought it
Okay,
was just-
bravo.
Glitchy or something. That's so funny.
I fooled you all. That was fun. I want to create a giant base to fall in love with Minecraft again. Let me explain. If you've been playing Minecraft for a long time, I'm sure you're familiar with this. New world, let's do this. Okay, I got my first diamonds. I made an iron farm. I just killed the dragon. I'm kind of bored of this, so let's start a new world. New world, diamonds, iron farm, dragon, I'm bored. New world, diamonds, iron farm, dragon, I'm bored. Diamonds, dragon, new world, I'm bored. New world, iron farm, new world, I'm bored. Sometimes we forget that the best moments come from creating something beautiful, a place you want to spend time at because you love it and you're proud of it. So I'm gonna build a secret underground base filled with all the things I love. But now where do I put a secret underground base? It has to be in a place where nobody can ever find it because I ain't sharing my secret hideout with anyone except the public. And I think I might have an idea for that. Ow, I flew into the wall, which, nope. Ow! I'm so bad at this game. Let's go into the caves and try not to die to any monsters, which is gonna be easy because I've— Easy, I said. I've been here before, so some places are lit up. We go all the way down to Deep Slate, and then we can see it. Ooh, the deep dark. I'm just gonna fly through this giant cave because I can. Then we have to go deeper into the deep dark until we made it to an ancient city. Whee! I flew in the wall again. I don't want to spend hours digging out a giant room to put a secret base, so putting it in an ancient city is perfect, especially because no monsters spawn here, except the warden, who's the worst of them all. Don't spawn. I need to get rid of all of these blocks. Where is it? Please, no. Where is it? I think I've alerted the warden. This was a great idea. Yep. There he is, just standing there staring at the wall. After the warden crawled back into his hole, I continued getting rid of all of the shriekers, and of course had a bunch more incidents. He spawned right in front of me. But I also found a chest that had this really cool armor trim. And I also found a little spider spawner, which had some cool loot too. But now all the scary shriekers are gone from this area, so we can start getting rid of the deep dark structures here. Hey, maybe we get lucky and find some diamonds. First, when I kept spawning the warden, I regretted choosing the ancient city. But after the shriekers were gone, I had such a cozy time digging out this place, not worrying about creepers or skeletons. The only annoying thing was slowly getting rid of all of this wool. I also found another loot chest that had this amazing fully enchanted diamond diamond hole in it, just when mine was almost broken. And after a lot of digging, I ended up with all of this free space and a giant amount of cool deep dark resources. Now we can use the waystone mod and place down this waystone, and then I can easily teleport out of this cave and into my starter house. No more warden ever again. Just rain, because of course it's raining the first time I come back to the surface. No thank you. Now it's time to gather all of the resources for the build, of course including my favorite wood type. After getting way too much spruce wood, I continued getting more wood types including birch wood and this beautiful jacaranda wood, which is basically just like pale oak. And there's a floating beehive making loud slimy noises. Gross. I got all of these resources, but I think there's one more wood type that we need. We have so many cool modded wood types, so let's use them. I believe I can fly. I believe I can crash and die. Of course, I got distracted on my journey and found this really cool fall-themed birch forest. And they had these really cute leaf piles, which of course I had to steal. Oh my gosh, they have them in red and orange too. I like leaves. After obsessing over leaf piles, I looted a random pillager outpost, because why not? But of course they only had stuff that wasn't useful to me in the late game, so I kept going. Because we need to get out of the fall biomes. I want to find summer. And we find summer by locating warm biomes, like the jungle, but that's not the wood I need. We need this kind of wood. We found the tropics. And it just started raining! Are you actually for real? They ruined my summer vibes. Now I must have revenge. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, I was here to get a cool block to build with. And this is the wood type I wanted, the palm wood. Summer is my favorite season, so of course my secret base needs to be the ultimate vacation home. I also found a really cute little bird, so I put him in a cage. He's mine now. Teehee. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. Got another one. Then it finally stopped raining and I could enjoy the beautiful tropics biome. Just look at how magical it is. Wow, I flew into a tree. I'm gonna pick all of these beautiful flowers, and I'm also gonna steal some of these beautiful palm leaves, and of course stealing more burbs. Burp. I also randomly came across a waystone, so I can just put this anywhere and use it to get back home. And we got a bunch of resources from this trip. Then we go back to the not so scary deep dark, and let's start working on a layout of this build, because this is going to be big. So I placed down a bunch of logs for all the different rooms, but the deep dark is literally so dark and gloomy, so I'm gonna craft a billion torches. Okay, it was like 3 stacks. And then we spam them all over the place so I can actually see where I'm placing blocks. I definitely didn't overdo it with the torches. But now we can go up with all of the stripped palm wood and use them as a kind of frame to mark all of the rooms. And yes, I will be spamming torches on them too. But the good thing is nothing will spawn even if it's dark. The deep dark biome is actually so OP considering there are no creepers or skeletons. Or spiders. Ugh. I'm almost done with the frames, but I'm out of palm wood. But I collected a bunch of palm saplings, so we just have to spam a little bit of bone meal. And then we can get more. And then we can get back to building. Now we have all of these palm wood frames. And to be honest, it looks kinda ugly, but that's because it's not finished yet. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take all of the birch and the jacaranda wood, and I'm gonna start filling in the spaces behind the frames. And so it's not just a wall of stripped wood next to more stripped wood. I'm gonna punch out a bunch of blocks and then add in some planks. That looks much better, but I also left a hole in the middle so we can craft some white stained glass and the glass panes. So we have a window here looking into the room behind it. Well, it's gonna be a nicer view later when I've actually built something there. Now it's just... I filled in some more walls, but also changed things up and used birch wood in some places and then more jacaranda wood in other places. Most of the walls are filled in, but to be honest, it still looks kinda ugly. And I also missed one. But this is where all of the precious spruce wood comes in. I'm gonna craft all of it into stairs, slabs, and trapdoors. And then I'm gonna use it to decorate all of the walls here. So things are going to become more curved and lovely. And I'm already really liking the first one I've built here. We can also have a little windowsill. On top of it, we can add a pot and the small pots. And inside of it, we can put the palm saplings to add to the summer vibes. Everything is better with more light and no wardens. I really love how something looking like this can be turned into something as pretty as this. So let's keep going and add this everywhere. I tried to make every wall unique, like having these diamond-shaped ones that you've already seen. Then we also have these double arches. And my favorite is going to be this one here because we're gonna add some dirt, some oak trapdoors, and palm leaves growing on top. I love it. I can already picture the cozy vacation vibes. If we ignore all the creepy stuff lurking in the background. I just saw another shrieker. I don't know why, but it happens all the time that my build looks like a screaming face. Can you spot it on this one? I call this creation the Screaming Teddy Bear. I want to decorate it, but first I need to go on a little hunt for those stick things. Dead bushes, that's the name. Definitely called stick things. I got another one. Mine. And all of this so I can do big pot, small pot, stick thing, and flowering oak leaves. And it's pretty. I already love this wall so much. I also did the same thing on the other side, so now we have 2 screaming faces. We also have this atrocious floor. Disgusting. I don't want it anymore, so I'm gonna dig it out, and I'm doing it with an axe apparently instead of my pickaxe. Pro Minecraft. I quickly got rid of the mess, leaving me with a blank canvas. But getting rid of the floor also got rid of the torches. And since torch spam isn't really pretty anyway, we need to find something different. And I do have a bunch of these room lights from my trips to the Nether. And these are going to be really useful because I'm gonna place them under all of the builds. So it's gonna light them up from down below and highlight all of the beautiful colors. Definitely brighter, but also super ugly. But that's because I'm not done yet. I'm gonna cover it all up and make it look better. But first we need to build a beautiful floor, and for that I'm gonna gather a bunch of tuff. The best thing is that I don't even have to search for tuff in my mine shafts because it's just here in the deep dark on the walls, ready for me to take it. It's all mine. Then we craft that into polished tuff, and then we're gonna start adding this all over the place as the floor. The reason tuff is such a good choice is because it matches light gray wool. So let's shear all of these sheep, then we turn the wool into carpet, then we can place it on top of the ugly shroom lights, and goodbye, weird colors. This is gonna look so much better. Now that this side is looking better, we need to work on the middle. I have something cool planned for this, so let's first create a border using chiseled tuff because it has this really pretty surface. Then we find the center block, which I think is this one. It definitely was not this one. Dang it. And then we create a little platform right here in the middle. I also created some smaller ones on the side, which leaves all of this empty space in between. And you can see I'm holding a water bucket, so you know I'm going to put water in here. We just have to have water elements in a cozy tropical vacation getaway secret base thing. That was the longest word ever. Before we decorate the platforms, we actually need to figure out where the water is coming from. And I've kind of already figured it out. And it's not coming from the scary deep dark. I want to make a waterfall, but one that is super pretty, so we need to travel to a different biome. Ugh, it's nighttime. I'm scared. This here is the hot springs biome, and it's so beautiful. It has all of this thermal calcite, which basically changes color depending on how close it is to water. I've also just found these things here. It's a calcite vent. I think I'm gonna take this too. And these vents are actually painful. Ow. Now we take our thermal calcite and build up a wall here, and as you can see, it's completely orange. Now we add the water, and it is changing color. Look at this. Now it's all turning yellow, but because there's not a water source down here, it's still red there, creating a beautiful gradient. This might look stupid, but we can also add the thermal vent here, and then all of this steam is rising, and it kind of looks like the waterfall is flowing down and making a bunch of water stuff. I tried. Maybe to add to the hot springs vibes, we can also use something else from the Nether, whatever a brimstone fumarole is. Maybe it's a type of cinnamon roll. I'm hungry. We can place some brimstone here and this thing on top. And it's basically coughing up more steam and a little bit of lava or fire. I don't know what it's doing. But as long as we don't step on it, we're fine. This is a very cool volcanic waterfall kind of thing. And I did a second one on the other side. So now we have 2 and it looks like a sunset or a sunrise. I love it. This is peak vacation vibes. But now it's time to turn these little platforms into something beautiful. But first we go back to the tropics. I saw something near the jungle and it's this here. A bunch of cool lily pads. And I want to take these with the flowers. They're called water lilies, and I totally knew that. And those are called pufferfish. I hate them. And while I decorate the 2 smaller platforms, I'm gonna tell you a random story because I don't know what else to talk about. So when I was a little kid, I was super obsessed with volcanoes. And then I would watch YouTube videos of the volcanoes and lava flowing down. I was like, yeah, this is the good stuff. And then I started playing Minecraft and lost my first ever diamonds to lava, so now I hate it. Now we have these beautiful ponds on both sides. The middle platform is also looking really pretty, except for the middle here because this is atrocious. I want to put something really cool in there. For that, we first need to get a bunch of item frames, so let's breed these cows. I'm sorry guys, your time has come. Their souls will forever live on in these item frames, which is kind of creepy and weird. Then all the item frames are gonna go on here. And of course I don't have enough. You guys thought I'd spare you? Well, think again. And done. Well, not really, because it's ugly. I basically want to create a huge map of this world, which means we need 25 maps. So now I have to do the hardest thing ever and map out this entire place. I should probably start right in the middle. First one done. 24 more to go. I got over half of the map done. Just a couple more. Ow. Now we just add the last maps. And done. We got a giant map, and I love that there's a bunch of water here too, so it's a nice mix of green and blue. Like, look at this entire place from above. It looks so cool. Let's not look at this part. Or the random holes that are left in the walls. Actually, let's change this once and for all and finally add a wall. I built this, and it's designed to hold a bunch of water. We're gonna have more tiny waterfalls. Of course, we gotta decorate it more, so I'm also gonna add a bunch of these big pots and the small ones. And then we can have these cool flowers in them and more palm saplings. Adding this on all 4 sides was the final thing I had to do to finish all the walls of the first floor. There's the second one. First up, we're gonna create a big platform up here using spruce wood. Then we need one big railing so I don't fall off my build. You don't want to know how many times I've fallen off this build while I made this platform. 12 times. It was 12 times. Looking pretty good so far, especially because I added leaves. Then we're back to our mandatory palm wood collecting spree because guess who's out of palm wood again? It's me. Well, not anymore because guess who has 2.5 stacks? It's me again. Now we do the same thing as on the floor below. We build a little frame using the palm wood, and then we add birch or jacaranda wood behind it, finally covering up all of the deep dark mess. No more seeing skog sensors waving their tentacles around, no more diamond on a faraway wall that I'm never going to mine, and no more eternal blue fire under the mysterious portal. I think I might miss this. Nah, the deep dark sucks. We absolutely live for the beach vibes. You also sometimes tell yourself this time you're not gonna build a giant base, it's gonna be a small cute one, and then you end up building a giant base and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and it's only gonna get bigger. But first, let me show you what I've created. We have another entire floor full of entrances and windows. I even made more water coming down from the sides, connecting to the one that's down here. But I won't stop there because I brought all my flowers and my lanterns again, so I'm gonna decorate this entire place. I also just learned you can put a lantern in a pot, and it looks really funny. We can also add some lily pads to this water stream so we can easily walk across it. I spammed a bunch of flowers, and now every area has light and greenery and color. Except the ceiling. The ceiling is horrible. I hate the ceiling. We need a roof. But first we gotta go back to the surface and get more resources. I'm not gonna comment on the rain being there again. It's a thunderstorm, and there are creatures coming for me. Ah! Dude! Oh no. You saw nothing. This place here is where my friends decided to set up little shops for all the resources they've collected. And I'm interested in this giant frog here. Now I'm gonna take out all my diamonds and spend them on these beautiful frog lights. Now I'm down to 1 diamond. It's so hard to build a base in this economy. Then we also need to grab a bunch of stone for my storage. And also all of this glass. We're gonna start off the ceiling by adding these beautiful ochre frog lights everywhere so it's brighter from above too. And next to that I added a bunch of stone bricks. But before I can continue, I need to get rid of this atrocious growth of land mess that's disgracing our base. I literally hate that Minecraft is making me do this. Ooh, diamonds! I literally love that Minecraft is making me do this. Guess what I just found again? More diamonds! Of course I missed 1 singular block, so now I have to try landing on it to get rid of it. Attempt number 3. I'm almost dead. Nope. Let's try this again. Come on. Yes! 3 hearts! Let's eat fast before I actually die while building my base. That would be so embarrassing, but definitely not the first time. Now the center is finally free of ceiling blocks, which means it's roof time. I can definitely say that I started building this confident that I won't have enough glass, but then still being surprised and crashing out over not having enough glass. The glass roof is completed, except for that hole I missed. Or that one. I also want to decorate it by adding a bunch of palm leaves hanging down from the ceiling. And maybe some glowberries. It's all very lush and green, but something is still missing up here. Chandeliers. And I'm gonna build them using spruce fences, a bunch of frog lights, and some stained glass. They look really beautiful and definitely add to the overall vibe of the place. The glass didn't fully cover up the deep dark ceiling though, and my solution to that is spilling water all over the roof. Now the main building is completed and we can focus on the fun rooms. I think first up I'm gonna use stone to create some boxes, and that's gonna help me plan out all the different kinds of rooms. And above that we can add the floor for the next level. And while I did that, I had a lot of time to think about what I want to put in the rooms. It needs to be spaces I want to spend time at and always want to come back to. Now the entire base is surrounded by a bunch of squares. I've also started writing down all the things I love so we can make rooms for each of them. Starting with my love for birds. The first thing I did was work on the floor and the walls of the bird room. I basically used a bunch of maple wood and white sandstone to create these beautiful walls. We can also hide some more shroom lights under a little moss carpet. But I've also created a little stage here, and that's because I want to combine my love of birds with my love of music. I'm gonna grab all of the music discs I own. The jukeboxes are going on the stage, and these little wall sections can hold all of the music discs in item frames. So now we have a wall of music, some cute decor, and the stage is decorated too. Now I just have to grab a lot of seeds, then we release the birds and try taming all of them. Yay, the first one loves me. Love me, little bird. But I think 3 birds aren't enough, so I went back to the tropics to steal more birds. It's kind of creepy how they're all sitting there and staring at me. But now we can choose any kind of music disc and then put it in here and the birds are gonna start dancing. Well, some of them. This is so cursed. I just spent so much time in here listening to all of the music discs because I usually never even take time to listen to them. But this space is all about creating spaces I want to return to and have a good time. And you know what? I'm kind of feeling like I want to go into the swimming pool. So this hideous room is going to be transformed. I collected a whole shulker box full of amazing resources for this. So now we just have to make this room a reality. This entire space here is going to be for the swimming pool, so we gotta dig it out. And I love when you're in the pool and you look down and there's a beautiful pattern on the floor, so I'm going to add one using a bunch of tuff. I also added some light and benches where we can sit, and now we add in all of the water. I'm gonna add some trapdoors here like little pipes, and then water's gonna come flowing out of them into the pool. Then we add more hanging leaves on the ceiling, some decorated pots with lanterns in them so it's brighter here. Now the pool area is done and I'm really proud of it. And we can work on the spa area where we can relax after being in the pool. These chairs actually look so comfy. The wall behind it is horrific though, so I'm gonna add a nice mossy wall behind it. And I pretty much got carried away and built the entire thing. At first I didn't know what to do on this wall, so I put some crystals in it, but then I had the idea to add a beautiful little water fountain here that has a bunch of lily pads. Definitely another room that I always want to come back to. But before I build more rooms of the things that I love, I also want to give others the opportunity to add something that they love to this space. Because there's one thing on the list of the things I love that I cannot build. It's my friends. So I want to invite some of my friends to decorate their own rooms here. Starting off with my friend Catherine. So this is your room. It's not decorated.
It's right next to a danger place. Sev's trying to get me murdered.
I have a knife. You have 10 seconds left. Just kidding.
What do you mean? Wait. Is this timed?
No.
It looks like a yummy marshmallow candy floor. I want to make a window looking into the creepy land.
You want to say hello to the warden?
No. We can say hi. Ah!
It's alright, he's gone again. For now.
You just have him in your pocket?
I have him in a little cage.
Oh my god. If I'm building something I love to read. I love books. I'm building a library.
Books. Ah, this is great. Just sitting and watching you work. So good.
Yeah, is that nice? So we have paintings.
Ooh.
Ooh, look at that one. Wait.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh. Cat.
Big painting in the middle.
Yes.
Books everywhere.
Books.
Something else that I love. Hot beverages. A little mug.
Cute.
Also, I feel like we need flower pots.
Oh my gosh, this room is so full of stuff. I love it.
Cozy vibes, cozy vibes. Are you spawning him again? No. Put him away. Put him away. Oh my gosh, wait, this is cute. Do you like it?
I love it. You know who else likes this room? After hanging out in Catherine's room for a bit, I came up with more ideas for rooms that I love, so I started building the walls for a little plant shop. It's made up of 2 rooms. One has these beautiful white walls and these pine wood pillars. And then for this room, I want to go for a little greenhouse vibe, so we're gonna have some glass walls. But all the glass does let me peek into the deep dark, and that's not really the vibe. The vibe is plants and greenery, so we're gonna add a bunch of palm leaves behind the glass. And with everything full of leaves, we can barely see the creepy, gloomy stuff behind it. Now this place just needs to become a cozy, whimsical plant shop full of beautiful things I love. Next to tables, we can have shelves made of oak trapdoors. We can also create a big planter box using coarse dirt and then oak trapdoors in front of it. Then we can add big and small pots to all of these display areas. But then we also need to fill them with something beautiful. Now we just need some flowers, and I have some of them in my storage. But for the ones we don't have, my friend Trash got my back because she built this beautiful flower shop, and it's so cute. And over here we have all the tall flowers, which we can bone meal ourselves. And in here we can buy all of the beautiful flowers. Take all my money. I also collected some different kinds of plants like these willow vines, and I also went to the EU Grows the Nether to collect these bramble leaves off of these prickly bramble bushes. Ow! And I don't know how it happened, but I somehow managed to make a portal in my house. Hello? Now this ruined my floor. Now we can add all the plants and tree saplings to this beautiful flower shop. Now it's looking super colorful, but it doesn't end there because I'm also gonna add a spore blossom in the ceiling so we get all of the little dripping particles. I also found this Spanish moss, which we can also hang from the ceiling. Then we can add the bramble leaves on the walls and the willow vines in between, and I'm just gonna let it spread all over the place. And our little plant shop / greenhouse is completed. I can already see myself spending a lot of time here looking at all the beautiful flowers and climbing up the walls on the vines and the bramble marble leaves, because why not? Then I went right into the next project and created a forest room with trees as the walls and leaves as the ceiling. It literally feels like you're surrounded by trees, and we can sit on this fallen log and just enjoy the forest vibes. And after doing these two amazing rooms, I feel like it's time to let one of my friends decorate a room again. This time I asked my friend Brooke.
In the middle of the night. Okay. Alright. So you were in my dream last night, but Red was there too. All of my friends were there from like my entire life. You had sisters. They were like singing. Oh no. My nightmares tonight will probably be warden related.
With the warden, like, hello, I'm the warden.
Yes.
Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole.
It's suddenly dark.
Which means Daddy's home.
No, Daddy's not home. That and that.
What?
It's pink hearts.
Take this hammer
Okay.
and then use it to enact violence on these shelves.
Oh, stop. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
I am Dracula, blah blah blah.
Okay, I think we're done.
I love it!
Yay!
I love how my friends always go for these pink and colorful rooms. So beautiful. Next up, I want to decorate this room over here, and it's actually made up of 3 different rooms, but they're all gonna have one theme, the ocean. I love going to the beach and diving underwater, so this room is gonna be all about that. I added some birch walls and round entrances to the next rooms, but first we need to collect a bunch of beach-related resources, and of course the main thing is getting lots of sand. I also went out looking for a warm ocean because they have most of the ocean blocks. Now we can continue building, and I want to have different kinds of underwater rooms. So first we gotta create some kind of water cave out of stone. Then we need an entrance that's gonna prevent the water from spilling out. So I went for a glass wall and a little jacaranda door because it also has a window so we can see into the room. Now we just have to fill both of these rooms with water all the way into the ceiling. And I just have to decorate it and make it a fun experience to swim here. So now we have a beautiful pink and purple coral room. And on the other side we have a cold ocean with a little sunken ship. There's only one thing that could make this better, and that is getting a bunch of sea creatures. And I'm after this one here. Get in the cage. So in the sunken ship room, we can now swim with a dolphin. Wait, he gives dolphins grace. Let's go. And then it would be really cool if we also got some axolotls to go into the other room. Come here, axolotl. Come here. Yay! First time I caught one in this world. And there's a pink one. Now we can swim with axolotls, which is really cute. And I also decorated the room in front of the 2 ocean rooms. And we have some cozy beach chairs. There's a little bit of water and a sand castle. And these beautiful paintings of the ocean. So this room kind of feels like we're in a tropical spa, but it's a submarine because we can look out at the ocean. But we can also exit the submarine and swim with all of the cute creatures. Hello? It really likes these pickles. Now we have another beautiful room done, and I'm gonna take a little break because I want to tame a bunch of cats. Please love me. Yes, first try. I have a bunch of cute cats living in my home, and cats is one of the things that I really, really, really love. And the coolest place to hang out with cats is a cat cafe, a beautiful place where you can have drinks and cats are all over you. Now we just need to release all of these adorable little kitty cats all over the cat cafe. I added little food bowls for them. They also have a cat tree, then a bunch of cushions they can sit on, and also this giant thing they can climb up on, and they can just sit above the guests and shed their hair all over the food. I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time here, but I say that with every single room, which makes sense since I'm building a base of the things I love. And staying on topic of having rooms for cute animals, I think the next one is also gonna be for something funny, the chicken. I love all the birds, so of course we need a home for the chickens too. And this interior is going to be really funny because I'm using the redwood and some whitewood to create cozy farmhouse countryside vibes. We got a barn door, we got barn windows with a bunch of barn trapdoors, a little barn floor, and I've said barn too many times. You know that feeling when you say something too many times and then it just sounds weird. Barn, barn, barn. I also added a hay cart and piles of hay bales all over the place. And I think this here is a huge fire hazard. I don't care. Then we can add some cool farm-related plants, and for me it's this goldenrod and dandelions. I also added a table and a bench, and now this place looks like this. Now we just need a bunch of chickens, and I think there's a way to get them easily. We have an early game chicken farm, so I just jump in here and absorb all of the eggs. Like a vacuum cleaner, they're all mine. Our chicken egg heist was really successful, so we just spam the eggs in our barn, and the little babies are going to hatch. I wish there were the new babies, the little yellow ones, but we're still in an old version of Minecraft because of the mods. But they're gonna grow up and they're gonna look really cute, and I love all of the birds. The chicken room has been a success. Oh my gosh, they jumped on my lap. I'm actually freaking out about this. That was so cute. Then my friend Jitterybug came over and she built me another room. Okay, so what is the room theme?
It's gonna be a music room because that's like my thing.
Wait,
Like
is that a secret
this.
build hack?
And then, oh, I forgot a block. I'll be right back.
What? How is she doing that? I'm scared.
Piano.
No freaking way. That's literally a piano. What the heck? I wrote a song.
Oh my gosh. This is beautiful.
Oh, there's a secret hidey hole here. No, I'm in the piano.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Ah! You also have a warden.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I should not have done this.
We are never, ever, ever going to the nether. The way I get more and more unhinged with every collab. But now we have Jittery's beautiful music room with a piano, a guitar, and a banjo, and a very cool drum set. And now we do a really fun transition from loud music room to very quiet, cozy bookstore. I want walls filled with books, so I'm going to need a lot of leather. Sorry cows, your time has come yet again. And then we craft a billion bookshelves. I think I'm actually gonna need way more than that. So I also got chiseled bookshelves and spruce shelves as a little bit of variety, but I also went into a stronghold where the end portal is located, not to go to the end, but to find a library, because that's literally free books. Look at this. No more slaying cows. Those poor guys will be spared for now. I literally took all of the books and boom, look at this. Wait, there's more upstairs. Mine, 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 mine. And now we can finally get to work on the bookstore. This room won't need any walls because the walls are gonna be bookshelves. I'm gonna mix up the normal ones with the chiseled ones, and we manually have to fill these. This wall is books. This wall is books too. This one is turned the wrong way. You know what else we need? More books. Books on the table, books on display on the shelves. And when you walk in, we have a beautiful room full of books. And this bookstore is selling a variety of different genres. We have fantasy, more fantasy, fantasy spelled backwards, fantasy again, and fantasy but it's fancy. Now I'm just gonna sit here and read my books and do nothing. Teehee. Just kidding, nothing can keep me away from building, and after reading so many fantasy books, I just had to create a fantasy bedroom for a sorceress. And right after that, I decorated another room filled with purple lavender because I love lavender. So now we have this beautiful little magic room, but there's a fence gate here because I put a little guy in here. I got a little magic frog in this witchy sorcery room, and it's full of books and potion brewing stuff and cool decor like a witch statue, and I just noticed it has a wart. And we also have a phantom hanging from the ceiling. And up here we have the lavender room, and with this room I really wish that we could smell the room because lavender smells really good, so we just have to imagine really hard. But now it is time for yet another unhinged collab. Let's invite my friend Red.
I can make the wallpaper be my heads, right? That'll work, right? Oh my goodness.
No head. You have 10 minutes.
What? You can't rush perfection, ma'am.
Ma'am, I will have nothing short of perfection, but also in under 10 minutes. 9 minutes left.
I'm building this as though I am in a tree.
Oh yeah, at some point, there's gonna be a building inspector coming in. There he is
Are
now.
you the building inspector? Oh my gosh.
It was like a guy in a cage.
Geez, Rick.
And he was just like,
Rick.
somebody was like, he has lost his mind. And he was like, on the contrary, now I have 2 minds. Mining time, digging deeper in the grime. Ooh,
I
you're
like
doing a
this as the
tree
ceiling
ceiling. If you were a tree, what noise would you make?
Like the creaking branches vibe.
Okay, now make the noise.
Oh
yes, I like.
I was recording that.
No! I sit and I watch you work.
Oh my gosh, why does that sound familiar?
Throwback to Skyblock.
Hmm.
Oh,
You
is
can
this
eat
my
that.
lunch?
Yeah.
Ah! Ew, I have nausea! Show me the
Alright,
beautiful.
Sev, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome to the Mushroom Forest Cafe.
It's so pretty! Ah!
We're inside a tree, if you're
Yes.
curious for the vibes.
We're in a
And then you
tree.
can get your coffee and your teas.
Okay, we can sit on these tree stumps and have a cozy time. There's one more empty room upstairs next to Brooke's room, and she built a kitchen, so I know exactly what's gonna go in this room here. A beautiful cozy dining room themed around fall and harvest festivals. And now we have this beautiful room that definitely gives Thanksgiving vibes. I also used these leaf piles that I found at the very beginning of the video, and now I can finally have them as a fluffy carpet. We also have this cool yellow beautiful tablecloth, and a bunch of food. So now I can sit here and have a cozy dinner with all my friends. Or with the warden. Just kidding. And now this entire base is completed, so let me give you a tour of all of the rooms, including 2 rooms you've never seen before. Starting with the entrance room where the waystone is so we can teleport in, and I left the board with all the things I love and decorated the ceiling and added a little pond. And behind every door is a magical room of the things I love, like the beautiful spawn pool, the cozy greenhouse plant shop, the mystical forest room, the cozy cat cafe, and I think this is my favorite. Then we have the parrot party room, the cozy bookshop, the magical bedroom, and frog. And the farm court chicken room, and there's a frog in there too for some reason. And those were all the rooms on the downstairs floor. And in the room opposite the waystone, I created a little staircase so we can go up here, and there's a giant painting wall. We go around the corner, there are some creepy villagers, and then we're on the top floor. And up here we have Red's cozy cafe and Jittery's music room. Then we have my lavender room, my ocean room, the dining room, Brooke's cozy apartment, and Catherine's pink library. Now the question is, did this base achieve the goal of making me fall in love with Minecraft? The most important thing I want to feel when I play Minecraft is fun. And that's what I felt the entire time I was designing my rooms and then chilling in them, inviting my friends and being unhinged. So yes, I think building this base and hanging out with my friends made me love Minecraft so much. I built a secret base hidden in the heart of the ancient city that has differently themed rooms that are full of hiding places. This is where I will play hide and seek with my friends, but what they don't know is that I'm going to be annoying the entire time. Teehee. It already started with me putting really annoying signs in all of the hiding spots. We have fish. Bruh. What does the fox say? I like pie. Hint for the next SMP I'm doing. Just kidding, no spoilers. Table flip emoji. Random book recommendations. And also threatening people. And many random song lyrics. Now let's start the games. First, I picked up a special guest who I randomly invited to the hide and seek game. You have to click on me without shift clicking.
What?
Yeah. Thank
What?
you. Okay, I'm gonna teleport into the secret base. Hello.
Welcome.
Piggyback time.
You have to
This
get
is
off
a really
by shift clicking.
embarrassing way to enter a room, by the way.
Shift click, you can get off by shift clicking.
What if I want to say that?
I mean,
Hey,
Seth
guys.
can't get you off.
There's
so
somebody on
I- What if you drown her?
Oh, that's a good idea.
On the
Sorry,
server
sorry,
for 2
what was it?
minutes,
That would be
Brooke
sorry.
immediately drowned.
In the water we go. Red, you're seeking with me first round. Everybody, hide.
perfect.
Hide or you'll die.
Go. I'm on a
yep.
mission. I know
I'm
where I want to
nervous.
hide.
I'm nervous and I'm scared.
I can hear them.
Is anyone hiding near me?
I can hear Brooke. I know where she's hiding.
Mhm.
No.
Wooden floor.
No.
We have
Why am I
thin
so
walls.
Are you hiding in the room you created?
Oh no! Now I need to change spots. I'm changing spots.
3, 2, 1. Ready or not? Here we come.
Y'all gonna die.
Oh, God.
Oh!
That's why
I'm
Seth
sure
said
it's
check
a
your
mark.
spot.
Found you straight away. Dude, that was so good. Ah, hello there.
Oh, are you trying to hide Denmark?
No, I got already.
I'm hearing the
Hello.
warden.
Hi. I couldn't find another spot in time. I had to hide in the brook back spot.
There will be warden.
There'll be a warden.
No. Oh, I hear it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You're scared
the
of
warden
me.
is in here.
You will die. All of you. You will die. Just kidding.
Oh, I
Yeah,
found.
I don't
found.
think so.
Can we pretend we're airplanes?
It's in the night sky. Blah blah blah.
I
Yep.
should've
blah
found
blah
it, you know.
blah. Anybody in the floorboards?
How do I get in?
Oh my god, Sev!
Oh,
Babe! Did you just trap me?
Oh my
Yes,
god!
you're mine
No.
now.
Oh my gosh! Put it away!
Am I seeking now?
Do you want to
Found
seek?
first?
Yeah, I'll see.
Okay, you
All
get
right.
this for
5
seeking.
minutes. Okay.
Wait, what is
Okay.
it?
Oh my god, are you gonna capture us? when
wait,
you find
I'm
us?
okay
So
for warden.
You get the warden.
Why do I hear so many birds?
So many
Now
mobs around
enjoy
here.
the sounds
There
of
are.
eagles
It's
screeching.
all Chief Core, honestly.
Ah, just
What
kidding.
are we talking about?
1 minute.
Ready or
5
not,
minutes.
here we
Can
come.
somebody be a chicken?
Yes, who's
Right.
this? No, we found the chicken first.
Who's that?
Birds.
I'm in your
Show yourself.
walls. They will never find me.
I'm going in the map.
Oh,
if
God.
I can find it.
What's this?
Brooke.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm gonna drown.
Oh, Lizzie going for a swim. That's nice.
I'd be embarrassing if I died. Right? I'm
Okay,
just gonna
that's
do what I was
totally
doing before.
fair.
I love how
Okay,
both
no
of
one's
you
in my
walked
room.
out of the room that I was hiding in.
Oh, wait, what?
Guys,
Yes!
What is
Oh, Mr. Warden.
Right.
win. Oh yeah.
Where's Sev? No.
Oh wait.
Y'all read the lovely signs that I left there.
Listen, I am a warrior cat kid,
So
okay?
good.
Yes! Oh wait, now you know that I was
Yeah, do you
nearby.
know? Wait, actually,
I'm not here anymore. I'm getting quieter
Mhm.
and quieter.
You can
and
say
quieter
that,
and
but-
quieter.
Are you a
Where's
warrior
Moon?
cats girl?
I am.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Wait! Oh my gosh, yes!
Okay, represent River Clan. Hello, right now, that's me, meow.
No, but Wind Clan.
That's
Wind
You know what?
Clan.
Hello. Yeah, where did you go, man?
The
Wait.
Warrior Cat mod pack, it came out like a few months ago. It looks really good.
I know there is one where you can like play as a cat and you have like clans and stuff.
We
Yeah.
meet at like
Can
4
we-
trees or something for
Yeah, oh my
gatherings.
gosh,
Oh
yes.
my god! We turn into
Okay,
cats.
nerds.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
wait.
Yeah,
Wait,
you can
I
piggyback on Brooke or on
seriously
me. We can
need
do,
to be
like,
using
multiple
warrior
shorter
cat
amounts of
insults as like real life insults.
Yes, I say like
Yeah.
fox dung.
dung.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we went over to Brooke's base to play hide and seek there. And of course I had to be even more annoying.
Ready or not? Okay.
I'm scared. I like pie.
I also like pie.
Gotcha.
You didn't punch me yet!
Oh god! I always forget. Punch them. Quick! She's making a run for it. Get her, get her, get her.
I'm gonna trip on the flowers!
Oh my goodness.
Where did she go? Where did she go? Okay, I lost her. Oh, she's too fast. Got it.
Now, who is in this here secret base? Hello, people. I shall killeth you. Oh, hello. Red. Why does it say never gonna make you cry on the walls?
Oh yeah.
There's lyrics.
Yeah. Is anyone putting 2 and 2 together with the lyrics?
We're getting rickrolled.
It's stuck in my head. Ah,
No!
found you. Oh, wait, I know. Oh my gosh. It's 3. Never
How do I
gonna
get back out of
give you
here?
up. Never gonna let you
Vines.
down. Hello there.
Hello.
So let's talk about warrior.
Hello.
Hello, I am the warden.
Oh no, I guess I should definitely leave here.
Yes, you should, or you will die. Haha. Nobody else is in here. I will never rat out a fellow warrior cats girl. Warrior cats.
We start a new club.
Yeah, new club. Warrior cats SMP.
Can I be in it?
Yes, but you have to
gotta
read
read
all
all
of
the
the
books.
books.
We
We're
might
talking
just
about
start
warrior cats.
Mouse brain seekers.
So anyway,
We were
let's talk
wrecking
about
the
warrior
garden.
cats.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
I'm following you so we can talk about warrior cats.
Oh no,
So
Steve's
no.
near me.
No, but for real, I love warrior cats though, you know? So it's like,
It's like the best book series ever. Like
I know.
I even wrote like fan fiction. Like I like ah.
What?
Oh.
Dang it!
Dang it! So you want to hear about my warrior cats fan
That was
fiction?
so easy.
Now I can loudly talk about warrior cats while I look for people.
Exactly, now nobody
Can
can
someone
stop
kill
us.
Sid? Can we just kill it?
Yeah, so like I wrote this like fan fiction and like made up my own characters and it was really cool. And I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh, you're such a
pretending,
nerd.
like-
I'm just gonna replay model out of this.
I'm sensing that they don't appreciate the warrior cats the way that we appreciate the
yeah,
warrior
they're just like,
cats.
we need to
Red
make
Come
them
on.
love it. I need to tell you about my warrior cats fan fiction. Where are you guys?
Sev, I know where Nova is, but
Where?
I can't get there.
Okay, you can't rat me out. Like
I'm
that's
sorry.
crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm doing it.
I need to tell you about
You
my
had-
warrior cats fan fiction.
Right here, you gotta go up this vine. This vine. Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
who
I
broke
keep
the
on-
vine?
I keep on
You
flying.
broke it.
Okay, well now.
So I wrote this fan fiction about warrior cats. Brooke.
I found Brooke.
Oh, you found her?
Hi.
If a
Brooke.
seeker gets
Yeah, so I
stuck.
wrote this fan fiction.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so let me
I let it
continue.
out. I killed
So
her.
in that fan fiction,
Oh, you did.
this is the Hobbit world so far, and we built so many cute Hobbit holes and villages. But one thing that belongs to every Hobbit story is a great villain that we have to defeat. I'm going to turn into a super villain in Minecraft. I will master the skills of being evil, unlock secret powers, and build a giant villain fortress to prank my friends. But how does one turn into a super villain? Right now, this is me. A cozy, whimsical Hobbit with cute mushroom armor living in a nice, colorful base. There are 10 steps to becoming evil, and by the end of them, I will be the ultimate super villain. Mwahahaha. evil deeds. It makes sense that the first step to being evil is to do evil things, like leaving floating trees around. People are gonna hate this. Ooh, I know what else. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I almost died to berry bush. Let's add berry bushes in front of people's homes. Berry bush in front of the door. More berry bush at the door. Even more berry bush at the door. You get the idea. Ooh, I know what else. This world actually has a post office, so we can send mean mail. And the mailboxes are in the back rooms, because of course they are. Let's write something truly horrible. Dearest gentle reader, you smell. You have garlic breath. I spelled it wrong. I scrubbed dog poo off my shoe with your toothbrush. I'm so evil. Wait, actually, I feel kind of bad now. I take it back. I take it all back. This is so stupid. This is just so stupid. I know of another super evil thing. Shoplifting. Well. Horse. We have arrived in this here shopping area. What do we have here? Look at this beautiful shop full of rockets. I'm gonna take them and not pay for them. Hee hee. I feel like I've done something super wrong and I should bring them back. Yeah, I'm bringing them back. I've gone too far. People worked hard for these, you know? I've done a bunch of horrible things, but do I feel evil yet? I kind of feel like I did something wrong and I should apologize to everybody. I'm just gonna call it a success. I guess it's time for scare people. If people fear you, then you can truly call yourself a villain. I just crashed into the wall. Which is why I'm gonna go down to the deep, very deep, the deep and the dark, deep dark biome. Ow! Oh no. No. I just want to collect these. I can't see a thing. There's a zombie. Okay, let's fly away. And then we take the shriekers and the skulk sensors and put them in people's walls. They're gonna be so scared. And yes, they were. Exhibit A.
Honestly, I'm scared. My base is like a horror something.
And Exhibit B.
Oh my, where is this coming from?
But we can scare them even more. So I secretly went onto the server console, then I changed my name, and when somebody was online, I wrote something in chat as the darkness. And they were scared. They were all so scared. I also changed what it says when you log into the server, so now it says there's a great evil among us. Kinda sus, not gonna lie. We can also do something even worse to make them think that something super evil is coming. For that, we travel to the mycelium biome. Who left floating mushrooms? I guess I'm not the only one who's doing evil deeds. It could have also been me though, but I forgot. But I'm gonna mine all of this mycelium, and then we can also travel to the end dimension. Why is it loading so long? And I'm looking for one specific modded biome, and I think I found it. It has these really cute floating jellyfish, and I'm here for one specific item. These things here, barnacles. I think they're super gross, and imagine you have mycelium and then these barnacles on them, like some gross fungus spores or pores. Let's take a bunch of these. Ew. Then we take the mycelium and then we just put it everywhere around people's house, and of course add these barnacles on top. Ugh. Let's have a nice big one over here. Okay, I may have overdone it a little bit. The fungus is taking over the fungus. It is now a double fungus. And I also berry bushed the place, and now I'm stuck in the berry bushes. This place belongs to my friend Brokella, by the way, and it looks really pretty. So check out her channel and don't tell her I did this. Now we just have to wait and see if they're scared.
Basically, I called you all here because of that. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. I mean, it's on my base. It's on your base. It's on your toes, Moon. It's really crazy. I'm really scared.
I feel very accomplished right now, but do I feel evil? I don't know. I'm not sure. Then I guess it's time for the outfit. Every supervillain needs a cool outfit, right? People do love morally gray characters with a sense for fashion. So I'm once again going into the deep dark, but this time into an ancient city. I'm not scared. I do not want the warden to spawn. It will spawn. Let's see what's in here. Not what I want, but I'm taking this. What I want is somewhere in this city. What's in here? No. Oh, hey, Mr. Warden. Are you stuck in the walls? Loser! Let's fly away really fast. Wait, after I get more loot. Ooh, no. Wait. Ooh, yes. Is it in here? Nope. There was Warden in there. He can smell me because I forgot to shower. Wait a minute. I'm a villain. Why am I doing the work when others can do the work for me? Okay. This waystone leads to the storage of Jitterybug, who is the MVP of the server, meaning she's rich. And the reason I went to the deep dark is because I want the rarest armor trim in the game. And I'm very sure that she has it because look, she has every single one of the music discs. Well, I just found the diamonds. Aha! I found the chest. She does not have them. Maybe she has them somewhere else in a secret location, like down this creepy staircase. Ow. There are diamonds in the wall. This must be it. Oh wow, look at this room. There are armor trims. Oh yeah, there it is. Well, teehee. I stole it. Okay, but I am gonna duplicate this. I just died flying down the staircase. This staircase is lethal. I'm gonna put one of the armor trims back where it belongs because I'm not that evil. I did take her diamonds though. Teehee. I want to put this on my armor, but not this armor. It's time to say goodbye to the mushroom armor. I do have some nicely enchanted diamond armor, but I don't look very evil in it. We need a different kind of color. And luckily for me, a new shop has just opened. The netherite shop. Netherite upgrade templates. I can pay for them, so yeah, diamonds. That was too many diamonds. And netherite ingots. I'm sure they won't notice if I just steal some and don't pay. No, I feel bad. Maybe I should just leave all the diamonds here. Okay, here, have the diamonds. Now we just craft ourselves a smithing table. Let's place it down. And then we upgrade this to netherite. More netherite. And even more netherite. This looks cool already, but I'm not done. In true villain fashion, we're gonna have a black and purple outfit. Oh yeah, we're crafting a new look, alright? This screams evil overlord. I love it. But I'm not done yet, because we can also take this blank mushroom cap and then we dye it purple. Now the great outfit reveal. Boom. Very purple and evil. Also, I just looked into my chest and I found the silencer armor trim and upgrade templates. So I didn't even have to go through the whole thing of stealing and dying on the staircase. This is fine. I also changed it to my vampire skin from when I did 100 days as a vampire, and now I look even more evil with red eyes. Also, somebody has berry bushed my base, and I totally deserve it. I also used more stolen resources to upgrade my tools to netherite, and now we have the perfect evil look. But do I feel evil? I think a little bit. The outfit is helping. So let's move on to presentation! The most important part of being a supervillain is having a dramatic entrance. Walking in with a cool outfit is already epic, but we should do more than that. Which is why I went to the nearby village and also brought some dark oak doors, so we can create our own door. This is my door. And then I also made this to lock up a villager in here, so he can rate my dramatic entrance. He just walked right out because I didn't close this up. Now I feel kind of nervous. This guy's judging me. This is embarrassing. Dramatic entrance number 1. Yeah. Ho 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 ho. This is so dumb. This is literally so stupid. Entrance number 2. Let's try an evil villain laugh. Let's try this again with a different laugh. Haha. Tee-hee, tee-hee. Mwahahaha. I think we need something else to make the entrance even cooler. Fireworks, but not the normal ones. I want to craft a custom firework rocket, a firework star, and now we just make a custom rocket. Of course it is raining. Let's try this. Whee! Yay! Custom rockets. I also want to craft a crossbow, and I've never crafted one in my entire life, but now I have. And we can load the rocket onto the crossbow. I think that's an arrow. I think the firework rocket has to be in my offhand. The rocket is on there. Oh, it is dark and gloomy. Let's shoot the crossbow. Yes, firework star. I think I perfected my rocket, so let's see if the villagers love my entrance. I'm nervous again. I have stage fright. 3, 2, 1. Mwahahaha! Boom! Are you scared? He looked away. He looked at the wall. You missed my dramatic entrance. That means now I should practice my dramatic exits. You smell, peasant. Ta-ta, farewell. Let's fly away. Best dramatic exit ever. But do I feel evil? I feel like laughing a lot. So we can move on to superpowers. A supervillain is only super with superpowers. And since I have 0 magic talent, I need to get help from other creatures. For that, I'm going to the cute cottagecore mushroom village that I have built. You know, before I was evil. I also spread the mycelium spores here so people think I had nothing to do with it. Big brain moment. And then in this house here, I keep some little mushroom creatures. I just have to trade mushrooms with them and they give me items in return. I got a cooked mushroom. Give me what I want. A lot of trading later. Yes. I finally got them. These things here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. A champignon. I cannot pronounce this word. Smoke bomb. Oh yeah. Basically, when you throw it, it does something truly horrible. And I tested it on my friends. I don't see a thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't die. Ha! I'm alive.
Oh my gosh.
What just happened? I can't see.
I also got my hands on even more secret weapons, like this Bay Bullet bomb. Let's try it on the sheep. That poor sheep. That poor innocent sheep. We also have these mushroom poison darts. Let's try these too. Boom. The sheep is now poisoned, but at least it survived. We also have the coolest thing ever, a viney lasso. Hello, cow. Yes, the cow is just not impressed. It's just walking away. But look at this thing. It's so cool. And it's actually really dangerous because look, it destroys blocks. So I can leave more floating trees. I want to do it to the Enderman. Come here, Enderman. Yes. Got him. He did not die. And let's try the dart. He left. All of these superpower weapons are mushroom themed, which I think fits my overall mushroom vibe. So they're exactly what I need. Oh, I'm so sorry. So I guess it's time for... After I had a funeral for the sheep because it did not deserve to die. The sidekick. I want to get a sidekick who's gonna stand by my side and do evil things for me. We have the capture cell mod so we can put any mob in a little cage. Now we just need to find the warden. Oh yeah, it is warden time. Hey warden. Hello. It's me. Ah! That was so close. Hello warden. Hello there. Don't be mad. Your name is gonna be Karen. Ow, Karen hates me. Hi Karen. Karen? Karen? Karen, please. Karen, we're gonna be friends. You're gonna help me. Ah! And I'm gonna help you because I'm cool and evil and you will love that. Ah! She does not love that. Hi Karen. Karen, have you calmed down? Oh look, this might be her first sunset. No, she made it dark again. I need to find the capture cell again and put her back in the cage. I found the cage. Hi Karen. Karen, yes. She almost broke my purple mushroom cap. Very bad, Karen. I think she might be too powerful to be my sidekick. She's more powerful than me, and that cannot be. I just had the biggest brain idea. What if I invite another person who is not on this SMP, somebody I've never met before, and they will be my evil sidekick. Meet Earthfueled. I've literally never spoken to her ever.
Oh my gosh.
Wahaha. Oh yeah, I forgot to do my villain entrance. Wait, one moment. I need to prepare.
Okay.
I'm coming in again. Yeah. Ho 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 ho.
Wow. That is quite the entrance.
Are you impressed? Is it really impressive? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super impressive.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So you're like impressed by me and you want to be my sidekick, right? Imagine you're meeting somebody for the first time and they come in singing troll music, exploding fireworks, and then asking you to be a villain sidekick.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. This looks really epic.
But for that you have to pass a test. Dun dun dun.
Uh-oh.
Say hi to the horse.
Hi, horse.
Say something really mean to the horse.
You kind of stink, not gonna lie.
I would have said the exact same thing. Look at this beautiful shop. So if you were like super evil, what would you do in this shop?
I'm doing something very mean.
What are you doing?
I'm swapping places. I'm swapping everything. You can just
Stealing
put
the
everything
diamonds.
in a different chest and then nobody knows where it's going.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. One time, I changed all the signs in my friend's storage and changed everything to be French.
Oh my goodness, that is ultra evil. I'd be afraid of you if I were... Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Getting dark outside. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Where's my bed? Oh my gosh.
Aren't you supposed to be the ultimate evil? I thought you wouldn't get scared.
I'm not scared. I'm never scared. I'm just saying that to lie. To lie. That's very evil to lie. That's like a bad thing.
Should we be extra evil and leave the door open?
Yes. I almost fell off my chair. Next thing, spread spores. So I can say it was somebody else and not me. And I have video evidence.
Yeah, true. Nobody likes spores in their house. Like, oh, it's outside, but at least it's not inside my house or my shop. Well, yes, now it is. I'm gonna put it in everyone's shop. The shops are all really cute, though. I kind of feel bad about ruining them.
But we have to, but I totally agree.
I will be evil, but I can't really be evil.
Yeah, that would be evil.
Yeah.
That's wrong, but also right. One last test. Give me your most evil laugh. Okay, you passed the test. You shall be rewarded with your villain hat.
Oh, wow.
This is by far the funniest and most cursed first interaction I've had with anyone ever. But do I feel evil? I think I just made a new friend, so I don't know. I guess it's time for... the name. Why is it raining every single time I come out of my house? Every villain needs a cool villain name. One that shows how evil they are. And SunnySev isn't very evil. It's more like summer and ice cream. I want ice cream now. I'm so hungry. I made a blue wall and then we can add some signs on here and do some brainstorming. So I had some ideas. We have Fungi, your mom, the one who likes pie and does evil things, Lady Chimkin Nugget, Evil Mycelia, SunnySev, Baroness T to the He, Fungus Among Us, Queen of Internal and External Screaming. Now the question is, which one should I pick? The answer is all of them. I will be feared in faraway lands, and in every single land they will know me by a different name. And with all of these names, do I feel evil yet? I feel kinda sus, not gonna lie. Mwahahaha. The hideout. I need a villain fortress to plot and scheme. And so I can have a balcony to do evil laughing and singing. Yes. And the best place to do this is the mycelium biome. I found a really big one, so we have enough space to build our castle. And of course it started raining, just as I said that. Let's get out of here and gather the resources. Our first trip takes us to the Nether. Particularly this creepy biome that's full of blackstone and whatever these purple light bulbs are. And I want my castle to look like my outfit, so we're gonna have black and purple colors. A lot of mining later. Now I have a whole shulker box and an inventory full of blackstone. The next resource we need takes us to the end dimension again, to these beautiful trees here. And we won't look at the Enderman. Let's mine them, and then we can see that they have this beautiful purple wood, the imperial logs, and the planks are really pretty. So these are going to be perfect for my castle. I got all of this wood and I hope that is enough. And let's craft it into a bunch of building materials. I think now my castle just needs one more accent color, which brings us back to the creepy Nether. I hate the Nether, but it also has a new wood type which kind of looks like a little charred birch tree, but it's something completely different. And it gives us these dark brown, almost black charred planks. I also got other resources like stone bricks, white stained glass, and purple glass, purple carpet, magenta carpet, black sandstone, polished deep slate, and lanterns. I went back to the mycelium biome and now we have all of these shulker boxes full of resources. But before we can actually start building, we have to get rid of a bunch of the mushrooms in this biome and also terraform the land. Now all of the space is flat, and I'm gonna take this blackstone and start figuring out a layout of the castle. And that's the shape I ended up with. I think the next step is working on a path that leads up to the castle, because I don't want all of the castle to be on the same level, so we're gonna have some stairs leading up here. This tiny mushroom really likes my castle. Look at this guy, he's so cute. Now we have a nice road, and the tiny mushroom guy is here again, so now we just need the road to lead somewhere. And of course it's going to lead to my grand, majestic, super evil and creepy and scary villain castle, which I'm actually really proud of, and I think it's a really cool build. Oh, but this castle is so far from finished, but I've been placing blocks for like 30 minutes. I need a break. I'm just gonna go into my cat cafe and say hi to all of the cute little cats, and they all have really cute names. Say hi to the Apocalypse, Arson, Eternal Betrayal, the meteor that killed the dinosaurs, and Luna. Even scary supervillains sometimes just need to chill in a cozy cat cafe. Meow meow meow. But now let's give my giant villain tower another tower on the side, just thinner and smaller, but still very evil. And for symmetrical reasons, I built the exact same tower on the other side too. And I think this looks really cool, but we're not done yet. But I'm in need of another break, but this time not in the cat cafe. This time I'm going into the pool. I do love having a nice spa day. Now back to work we go. These towers might be pretty, but they're not a castle just yet, because a castle is connected. So I'm just gonna build a little wall in between the big tower and the small tower. And thanks to this tiny wall, they are now connected, and this guy just fell in out of nowhere. These mushroom creatures are creepy. They're in my walls, but adding tiny walls doesn't complete this castle. Castles need a cool entrance gate, so I'm building more towers that are connected by the gate. And there are more tiny little baby towers in the front because that's cute. Now behold the majestic villain castle. And when we go inside of the castle, we have this little mushroomy area full of creepy fungus. And then we have a grand entrance here, and it leads to the throne room. And I can actually sit on the throne and be super evil and intimidating when people come in. Also, another thing I can do when people come in is to just do this and then just press the button. And then they go into a pit. I'm so gonna try this on my friends later. Then we also have a secret room upstairs, but the only way to reach it is with this share stone. So we just click on this and another one shows up and we teleport and we are here. And this place will be my evil planning room to plot and scheme. I literally made a board of super sus. I lost my train of thoughts. Sus. I will prank. I will scheme. I will do a villain monologue. I will sing a song, but evil. Now we have this grand castle, but do I feel evil? I kinda do. It's working. So then we can move on to pranks. It's time we upgrade from doing evil deeds like berry bushing someone's house to doing downright cruel things. But not too cruel because then I would feel bad. My friends Jitterybug and Little Red invited me to go into a modded dungeon and I decided to sabotage them and spawn mobs on them the entire time. And they had no idea I did it for like 2 hours.
Whoa, hi.
No! I spawned the warden so quickly you can barely see me do it.
There's actually a warden.
What the actual heck? Where is it?
Got him.
Red, come up here.
Oh! Whoa! That's
Oh.
If you want to see the whole dungeon sabotage, I put it on my second channel. So I have a confession to make.
Okay.
I was placing creepers and ravagers on you the entire time, and that's why they disappeared, and that's why Red died twice. I fooled you all. That was fun. And the sabotage was a huge success. But I didn't stop there because I also organized a hide-and-seek event and decided to be super annoying and infuriating the entire time.
Oh my
Yes,
god!
you're mine
Oh
now.
my gosh!
Who's that?
I'm in your
Show
walls! I'm not here anymore. I'm getting quieter
Mhm.
and quieter.
You can
and
say
quieter
that,
and
but-
quieter. I like pie.
I also like pie.
Hello, people. I shall killeth you. Red, 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 red,
Yes.
red. Hello there.
Hello.
So anyway,
We were
let's talk
breaking
about
the
warrior
garden.
cats.
Oh, please! Can we give it a break?
I'm following you so we can talk about warrior cats.
Oh no,
Oh,
Steve's
no.
near me.
Yeah, so like I wrote this like fan fiction and like made up my own characters.
Can someone
Stop it.
kill Steve? Can we just kill it?
So I wrote this fan fiction about warrior cats.
The
Brooke-
seeker gets
yeah, so I
stuck.
wrote this fan fiction.
Oh,
And after making my friends crash out and question their choices of joining this SMP, I think I actually feel super evil. So it's time for tragic backstory. As an epic character once said, evil isn't born, dearie, it's made. So tragic backstory time! It all started in the small village I used to call my home. Not this guy. This was me. Every day I spent hours perfecting the ultimate mushroom soup recipe. I was gonna surprise all the villagers who were forced to eat raw potatoes every day. But one day I came back from foraging in the woods and saw the villagers eating my soup. Another villager had stolen it and taken credit for the recipe, and he was made mayor of my village. And when I accused him of stealing my soup, he cast me out of my own home. So I vowed to get stronger and spread spores and fungus wherever I go, so that everyone may know that it was I who made the ultimate mushroom soup. I just made that up. Now that you know my tragic backstory, I can finally call myself a true supervillain. And I think we should celebrate that. Bruh, get pranked. Red. Uno reverse, I'm gonna put them all over her base. Get pranked! I think now I'm ready to be the ultimate supervillain. And to prove that, I'm gonna do the most evil thing you can do. Prank your friends. I created this cozy, whimsical Hobbit SMP for the sole purpose of pulling the biggest prank in prank history. And because I was lonely. First I sent fake invites to them, scamming them into thinking they just won a free vacation.
Congratulations! You've been randomly selected to receive a free vacation home package at Hobbit Hills.
I'm not seeing anything.
Please tell me I did not quit my job and come all the way here.
This seems kind of
False
like a
advertising.
scam now.
Did we get scammed?
So now they're all here, and of course there's no free vacation, they have to build everything themselves, and they're forever wondering who scammed them. Spoiler alert, it was me. They spent 4 whole months wondering who it was while I was living amongst them, pretending I had no clue. But now the last day of the SMP is coming up, and I told them they will have to face a final boss, the one that has been spreading mycelium all over the server. It's literally everywhere. They're expecting some modded boss fight, but plot twist, it's gonna be me. I fell in a hole. So I prepared my castle for the attack. We have a lovely courtyard here where people can set their spawn and put all their stuff away. I've also stolen their gold, diamonds, and netherite and hid them in my secret upstairs room. And the only way they can get their stuff back is if they go through a series of trials, which are these boxes behind me. I don't want to spoil too much of it yet, but it's gonna be hilarious. It is the final day and I changed back into my normal skin and my normal outfit, so nobody will suspect a thing. We're here to discuss all of these spores and mycelium that has been spreading. I just met somebody who might have the solution.
I was just kind of walking around this area, you know, because I've never really been here before. I'm kind of a traveler. And I saw the spores leading up to this building. So I don't really want to go in there alone.
After we successfully lured them to the castle, I pretended that I'd created a custom minigame to be the finale for my friends' Hobbit storylines. And they were forced to put a bunch of their stuff away like pickaxes so they couldn't dig their way out of my trap. Okay, shall we go into this castle? Shall we see whatever evil is lurking there?
Yeah.
Yes. Then I pretended there was something wrong with the boss and it wasn't spawning, which allowed me to get on the throne. Stupid command blocks, oh my gosh.
I'm saved.
Haha! Get pranked! You know the invites to the server saying you want a free vacation? That was me all along. I scammed you. I took all your diamonds, your netherite, your gold. And if you want them back, you're gonna have to go through several trials. They all teleported into my trials, and I teleported to the top so I could watch them. Let's just say it was really loud.
I don't want to be in here.
There were 3 rooms they had to go through. The first one was an illusion room with a bunch of skeletons and a lava trap underneath.
I can't see.
The next one was a room full of gross flesh blocks from the nether with a maze of brambles they had to go through. And finally, the last room was parkour on bouncy mushrooms.
This is gonna take me forever.
And after that, they could teleport to the room of treasure in my castle. I'm gonna set my spawn in case you guys plan to kill me.
I mean,
Conveniently.
would never.
Kill her.
Definitely, yeah, we should definitely be killing each other.
Oh no, I died.
Don't forget about the evil sidekick in the corner, you guys. Yeah.
Anyway, please forgive us. I was literally just bored and wanted to have friends to play with. You know, there was like this 10-step program to becoming evil, but now I know that this program was wrong and friendship is stronger than any evil doing. Please forgive me.
Oh, look, we have a moral of the story.
And then that was the conclusion of the storyline, and we all hugged it out, because obviously nobody was really angry. This was all role-playing. And then we all went to a cozy garden that Red made to celebrate the end of the SMP. This was one of the hardest videos I ever had to make, because I'm not into role-playing at all, but I wanted to make sure that my friends had a worthy finale of the Hobbit SMP, but I did it my way with a lot of silly comedy, so it was really fun. What I've learned is that I would suck as an actress, because I would feel bad about all the evil things my character did.
Besides all the weird fungus and ward and stuff, I think this has been a really good vacation, honestly.
Maybe we can go on vacation again all together someday.
I hope this video was entertaining, and I hope you enjoyed this series on the Hobbit Hills SMP. Bye! And now I'm just gonna spend hours cleaning up all of the mycelium that have spread around people's bases.